I'm wondering, like, why isn't it working? Oh my God. And I haven't even started drinking yet. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be one of those nights. I can see already. Forgot to put myself on the stage so I could be here and talk to you guys. Holy crap! Holy crap! Okay, so I guess we're gonna start out with cheers on that. Seeing I already messed it up, so cheers. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope. How's your week been? Getting through the holidays good? How were your holidays? I'm assuming everybody's kind of back to work here at this point, right? I appreciate everybody being here tonight. First, Crypto on the Rocks for 2025. I'm not sure who's joining tonight. I know Joe said he was going, he's crazy busy and that he would be jumping in here in about a half an hour or so. So I'm looking forward to that. Appreciate that. And we've already got Billy in the house. Crypto Billy, you want to join in, my friend? You are more than welcome to do so. Let me know. I'll send you the link. Mike, welcome. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I do expect Bedell at some point. I'm not sure about Shuby. Shuby might be hanging out in the background. If you are Shub, let us know. He gets in order to go live, he goes out in that shed, and I know that thing gets a little bit cold, and it's we got a little bit of a cold snap kind of going on through here, the United States going. So I don't want Shuby to be otherwise freezing. We don't need him like frozen in time right here live on Crypto on the Rocks. Bellminer, welcome. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sinus is just killing me. So, first live Crypto on the Rocks 2025. This first half now of 2025, new DCA portfolio. Same premise. Take 25 bucks every week. Put 15 into Bitcoin. You guys decide where that other 10 is going. Now, I was finally able to get a poll listed up on every place that the stream is. So you can find a poll on X. You can find the poll on YouTube, both in the community notes and when you come into the stream. You can find the poll on Facebook, and you can find the poll on Patreon. Now, some of those polls only let me put 4 options, but there are actually 6 choices. So if you want one that isn't in the poll, put it in the chat and I will make sure I record it. So what is this first half portfolio? So basically what I did was I let my granddaughter decide, seeing it's going to be going to her. I gave her a list of different ones, and she narrowed it down to these. ADA. So Cardano fans, there you go. Dash. I love Dash. Good live on crypto kind of crypto. Gala, if you're into the gaming, hell, everything now. It's not just gaming anymore. It's gaming, it's TV, it's music, it's everything. Gala. Chainlink, love Chainlink. Litecoin, because you know you need to be able to spend your crypto, right? And XLM. Let me give you what I've got now. This is not counting the poll as you come into the stream right now. I went and tallied up what I had for votes everywhere else but that. You know what? Let me do this right here. All right. So ADA in a strong lead right now. Strong lead. And followed in a distant second by Dash. And then we have a stray vote for Link and XLM. Again, that is not counting the poll when you came into this live stream. I got to go grab that. Automatic Beats is in the house, and Ada. There you go, brother. There you go. Yeah, Ada's in a huge lead right now. Huge lead. So Ada. And yes, Happy New Year to you, my friend, and Happy New Year to everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. And yes, Link is awesome. Link is in one of my sit down, put it in, long hold crypto portfolios as well. I think if you're just coming into crypto, if you go to my website, you'll see I put together a beginner portfolio, and Link, definitely part of it. I think it's got good long-term potential. Cheers, by the way. But yes, Cardano, no slouch on that, and they've got a whole bunch of things going on right now. Cardano is starting to catch its stride. I think if you've been around the space for a while, obviously Cardano was had good long-term vision, but didn't always seem like it took forever for them to execute. But now it seems like they've got a good roll going. And so again, if you're hitting one of those polls, you're good to go, unless you want one of the ones, if you're on a limited poll that only gave me a couple options, then throw it in the chat. But yeah, we're going to rotate those. So you'll see them rotating through for the first half 2025. Crazy to say first half 2025, right? Holy moly. I can't believe already. Can't believe it already. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell icon, click the all. I am here, and usually with a bunch of people, and people come in, they come out. It's whatever. Hopefully we'll have some people jumping on in here shortly. I'm guessing Bedell got stuck at work again. I'm not laughing about him being stuck at work. That kind of does suck. But it is what it is. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. Every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come on in. If you are interested in joining live here, let me know. For those of you who have the link, you know what to do. And come on in. And don't forget, smash up that like button. I can see I got a couple of people on Facebook as well. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Appreciate that. And yeah, so here we are. You know what? I think while I'm waiting for people to kind of jump on in here, I'm going to take a look at the markets. If they do the tax laws on the way they say they're going to, ADA will explode. OG US crypto. Yeah. Cheers, by the way. And Bellminer, yeah, I appreciate that, and we'll see what's going to happen here. We're gonna see the IRS. Well, the last couple of weeks of the year here, the IRS pulling the safe harbor thing and then retracting it literally at the 11th hour before January 1st. And I'm hoping to do a live stream talking a little bit about the bipolar nature of the IRS in this case, and honestly, just what we're seeing with the FJB administration as they head out the proverbial door as far as crypto is concerned. So stay tuned. Speaking of which, that's a good point. Live streams. So Joe and I will still be doing our Crypto Market Monday live streams, but the time is going to change from 10 to 11. This way it gives Army Piper and the Piper Academy, Randy Hipper, we're not like trying to compete with them. I know a lot of you come in and join as Joe and I are wrapping up. So instead of going on live at 10, we're going to go on live at 11. And then I'm just send you guys on over to Joe, because he goes live at noon and does his thing on his channel at noon. So be aware of that starting on Monday. And then honestly, I think all of the live streams that I end up doing during 2025, or at least to start the year, my own live streams will be at 11 o'clock. So Eastern time. So be watching for that. Don't forget though, Matrix Money Podcast, myself, Jar, FF, will be live every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And so lots of things. I've got feelers out trying to get some initial interviews going on those podcasts to start out the year. We'll see how that goes. Still working with a couple of things. As a matter of fact, I'll be putting out a Tangent video for those who saw the information out there about the leak with the seed phrases. For those who are curious about that, for all the research I've done, the contacts I've had with Tangent thus far regarding that, Basically, it affected a very minute amount of people. What happened was remember, Tangent was originally meant to be set up as you don't get the seed phrase. It just does it for you, and your backups are your cards. Well, when people asked for the seed phrase, they obviously had to build that in. And when they did, they in the app, because remember, the card itself is closed source, and that was not the problem. And the app itself is open source. And it kind of surprised me nobody caught it. People love to go through this open source code. But anyway, so if you got a new Tangent card and you either imported a seed phrase or you created a seed phrase that you wrote down and then used your app to contact customer support within 7 days, then the log sent that information. That has since been fixed. And again, the number of people that were affected, according to them, 0.01%, I think it was, or 0.1% of Tangent users, and there are millions of Tangent users. But again, I'm going to break that down, I think, into a video. I did reach out to my affiliate contact from Tangent, and they were still on holiday because of the holidays. But they obviously are monitoring their emails due to all this, I'm guessing. And they did reply to me within a few hours. So I appreciate that. Props to them for that, even though they're on vacation answering my email. And basically said, yeah, when I get, they sent me a bunch of information and then said when I get back, they would come on to a live stream. So watch for that. I'm not sure if that will be a Matrix Money podcast thing, or if that'll end up being a just on my channel kind of thing. So stay tuned, more coming. But that's the information as I have it currently with regard to that. All right, we're going to go take a look at the markets in a minute, but first, cheers. All right. While we're, like I said, waiting for people to kind of jump on in here. All right, let me bring up CoinGecko. Let's see what we got going. Well, if my computer catches up with me, then we'll be able to see what we got going. Oh, mercy. All right, where is it? I got too many damn tabs open here. Killing me. All right, here we go. All right, so, oh, wait, I probably got to make that bigger, don't I? Yes, I do. Let's do, how about that? That way you can see that a little bit better. There we go. So let's see what we got going on here. Bitcoin 98,021, up 4% over the week, 1.2% today. That for a while there, a few days ago, right around New Year's Day, right beforehand, we had Bitcoin hovering in that 92K mark. So it's recovered nicely, and we'll see if it makes it back over the 100K mark. Ethereum 3602, looking pretty good, up over 8% in the last 7 days. 4.5% of that right here in the last 24 hours. Let's see. Hey, Biomex, welcome. Appreciate you being here. What's good? Well, Biomex, right now I'm just waiting for you to come on in and join me. So I appreciate you for being here. Billy and I are about to raid your show from our show. Okay, excellent. Bring it on in. Biomex, you want to come and join in on this? Come on in. Give me a heads up and I'll get you the link and give you about 5. Yeah, take your time, man. Right now I'm looking through the markets, just kind of waiting for Bedell to get here. Joe says he'll probably be here in about a half an hour or so. People just kind of floating on in. So you guys are obviously welcome. Appreciate you coming and raiding on into Crypto on the Rocks. All right, so let's keep going while we're waiting for those guys to come on in. XRP looking pretty good. Look at this, 14.7%, almost 15% up over the week, $2.46. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed to see XRP that high, but we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. Solana 217.17, up over 18%. Nice, very nice. Appreciate the whole Solana thing. I mean, I know I got a lot of Solana fans out there. I am not one of them, but I've got a lot of Solana fans out there. BNB looking mighty good at 714, up over 3% for the week. Doge, I'll tell you what, I kind of expected with the way price action has been that Doge would be a little bit higher than it is right now. But 22.3% up over the last 7 days, 12.5% of that in the last 24 hours. 100 Air is in the house. Voted for Link because we all need an oracle. There you go. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you very much. And vote recorded. Again, guys, polls are on every platform that I'm streaming to right now. Go ahead, vote. Last count, ADA was in the lead by a substantial amount. So appreciate that. Okay, and welcome in again. Make sure you can thank you for coming in. Appreciate everybody who's joining in from Billy and Biomex, their stream. If you guys want to join in here, let me know. And let's see, Crypto Candy in the house. Appreciate you. Yes, favorite friend. Thank you, man. Hey, cheers, Candy. Cheers. Excellent. You go ahead, get that beverage ready. I appreciate that. Hang on one second here. Let me we'll do, oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but there we go. We'll do that. Crypto Billy is in the house. Yes, send the link. I will send it over on X. Give me 1 second. And appreciate you jumping on in. Hang on. Let's see here. Boom. Boom. And the link is on its way to you, sir. Appreciate it. Let me, you know what? I was supposed to do this so I could monitor everywhere here. And I forgot. There we go. Let me just make sure the volume's down there. Yes. Okay. Excellent. So again, live everywhere. Polls are everywhere. We're going to keep those polls active until 9 o'clock. So the link is on its way to you. Candy, yes. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate it. All right. We were looking at the markets while, again, waiting for people to come in. I assume, like I said, Bedell running a little bit late. Joe is busy. Is Billy? Oh, wait, let's make that a little more even. You shrunk there, Billy.
How you doing, brother? Can you hear me?
Okay? There we go. There it is. Welcome. Appreciate you being here, man.
Mic check. Is it okay?
You are loud and clear.
What's going on? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How was your holiday, man?
It was good. Lots of family, lots of fun. I love Christmas, man. I love it. We're taking down Christmas decorations though this week.
I understand. Yeah, for me, it lasted. Again, I think you and I talked about this at one point. I mean, I got family all over. Well, not all over the place, but they're all doing their own thing. So it's like trying to get everybody in one place for like Christmas or whatever. Yeah. Herding cats, baby. That's all that is. So we extended our Christmas all the way out to New Year's, which finally got to see everybody for Christmas. So
good. That's what it's all about. I love the time of year, man. It's my favorite time of the year.
Amen to that. I agree. Yes. Happy New Year to you, Candy. Happy New Year to everybody that's here. Appreciate everybody kind of jumping on in here, starting out 2025. Billy.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of stuff going on. Every time I turn around, you got something new, just like coming out, man. Holy cow.
Yeah.
How do you even keep all that straight? I don't even know.
Team. It's a team, so we're actually developing roles now. So like written little miniature roles, because there's certain parts to this job that we had discovered, right? That you don't know until you do it. And then we're breaking them down into individual roles and then assigning people to those roles. So it's kind of like business growth, right? Just systemize things, organize things, make it efficient. What's going on,
Bedell? Not much, man. Just finally getting some time to I was literally coming down to be like 15 minutes early, and then my kids got here, so I had to spend a little bit of time with them.
Absolutely.
But I mean, they were almost 2 hours late, so
Yeah.
That's all right. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. How you been, man? How was all your holidays? I'm assuming you worked it all the way through from Christmas to New Year. Yes.
yeah. I mean, except for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's Day, I didn't work, but it's just been busy, typical.
Yep.
But I did kind of end the year
I'll send
right
it to you.
and start the new year right. And now, Billy, I know last week I still have to get you my Vespa wallet.
Yeah.
So I kind of ended the year with a winning for the part of your book, one of the chapters. And then yesterday I won an AC Infinity VPD meter. So for a person that really does not really ever win anything, I mean, within a month, I won 2 things within the New Year. So
Yeah, you're winning, man. You're winning.
maybe my luck has turned around. I don't know, but
Hey, Billy, could I ask a favor?
Yeah, bro.
Could you send the link over? Because
Yeah.
I can't find
over to who?
Right here by
Tony? Yeah. Biomix.
Yeah. I can't for some reason I can't pull them up right now on X.
I got you.
Why.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Thank you.
I've got them on Discord. I can send them a message in Discord.
I don't know why. I'm having it. I think I got too many tabs open. That's the problem. I'm like all confuzzled over here. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that.
You got it, man.
Appreciate that. Crypto Candy saying, I have a question for Billy. Okay. Last Friday you mentioned you turned what? About Soul into 21 Soul. How did you manage that on the Solana network?
Yeah. So we are actually going to be we've been beta testing this little strategy, right? And we're in our Discord. What we're going to do is anyone that's holding the NFT is going to have access just automatically to what we are going to call our premium side of the house, right? So it's not that it costs people any money. It means just the people that don't have the NFT can't get in there. That's all that is. So we're calling that the premium side of our channel. So if you have it, you're going to be able to get in there. And then this whole strategy, which I was talking about probably on a few different channels and things, we feel good enough now that this thing's working, that we're just going to put the actual trade setups and put everything in there. We're just going to give it to them. So like and what he's talking about is I would have, say, 2 Sol, and I would, using our system, would find what we call the fastest moving log. So if you got these logs rolling down the river and you're on them, you have to jump on the fastest moving one to get the gains. And then here comes another one behind it. You got to know to jump off, even though you think it's still going to go up. It's not going to go. Jump off, get on the next fastest moving log, and know how to do that. Like know which, you got to know how to do that. So we've been successful of taking like 2 Sol, and I'd make it 8 Sol, and then 8 Sol to 10 Sol, and then 10 Sol to 15, 16 Sol, and then 16 Sol to 20 Sol. And I built this thing up from 2 Sol. And what I've been doing for our team is actually in our team, we have a trading channel in our own team at Billy Goat Tales. Like so I've been posting like my buy and then when I sold it, so they can see, like this is how it's working. It's working good. I only missed now 1 out of 8 in a row.
Wow.
And I missed 1. And so we're running more, right? Because we got to have a larger sample size, but it's working. And then really you'd have to do it over the bear market too. right? The bear market.
Right.
So we're in this little slice, this window segment of time. It's like in the real world, we wouldn't launch that for a year and a half, just to make sure we have, or maybe 2 years, But the premium side would say, hey, if you do your own research, not financial advice, of course.
Right.
But here's what we're doing. And
Nice.
yeah, so that's what he's talking about. Biomex, I sent you the link in your X. Go to your X.
Yeah.
Messages.
And Bedell sent one in Discord. So
yeah. Anyways, Candy, I don't know if I answered all your question there.
the only other thing he said, I had it up there. I don't know if you saw it about Soldex is still full of rugs. He said.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pumped out fun. Yeah. Look, those
So
are.
you're saying pumped out fun is nothing but rugs then?
No, I
I'm
can't
only
say.
curious because
I'd say
literally
99% of them are. 99%.
I think it was on Facebook literally like 2 hours ago, and I'm like, oh, join the group of Pumped Out Fun or Fun Dot Pump, and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe, because like so I'm gonna give a quick story because like you made one Solana turn into what 21 or 15 or whatever it was on the
2
Solana
and 20,
chain.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I joined the Wall Street Bets group on Facebook. I'm sure there's probably 50 of them, but I joined one.
Yeah.
And they kept talking about perp, like Purple Pepe.
Mm-hmm.
So I put one Solana in it, and I turned it into 3.7 or 3.8 Solana in about 36 to 38 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I cashed out. I was like, whatever, I'm done. And then I put a little bit more back in, got some more, took a little bit more profits. And I ended up with like 100 million perp, Purple Pepe, whatever. And then I broke my phone and lost the wallet. And I look at the chart, and I'm like, that 100 million was like here, and now it's like here, but it was like way up here after that. And I'm like, man, granted that 100 million I had, it was like $100 at the time, and I think now it's probably worth a couple grand.
You see, you're winning all over the place, brother.
But I lost the wallet.
Exactly.
So that 100 million that could be 10,000 right now, could be 1,000. I don't know, but I don't have access to it. But I still made money within 36 hours. Like I was telling CCM about it. I was like, man, I wish I would have told you to get in on the sooner because I feel like it's pulling back now, and I'm not going to tell you to jump in, but
yeah. By the time
if he
told
did,
me,
he
I
probably would have lost for a little while, and then he would have been like, fuck yeah, thank you. But I don't want to tell somebody to jump into a project as it's tanking back down from an all-time high. Like, no.
Yeah,
exactly.
I made money on it.
I'm glad you made it.
If you want to invest, that's your choice, but not financial advice.
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we hear you great.
Sure.
You sound great.
Awesome.
Appreciate you
Good to
being
be
here. Excellent. How was your holidays?
It was
Asking
good.
everybody as they're coming in here. Yeah.
Yeah, we celebrated Christmas here in San Antonio, and then drove about 10 hours to visit family the day after, and stayed through New Year's Day, and just came back this Wednesday. Yeah, so we had a good time.
Excellent. So
Couple
you kind of stretched out the
bonfires.
whole season there.
Yeah. We have a whole bunch of family out there. My best friend lives out there. Had a couple bonfires and kicking back, and had some good time. Made some new friends that we're actually going on vacation with this March, which will be fun. So
Excellent. Yeah, do you want to share where you're going on vacation?
we go to my wife and my best friend and his wife. The four of us typically go to this place called Round Top. It's a town of less than 100 people, but it's become this like vendor fair, just kind of concerts and gatherings. People from all over come in. They have tents that they set up to sell goods, but there's also a lot of just concerts and just kind of getting together. So it's a little small town, about an hour or two from Houston, and about an hour or two, maybe 3 from Austin, kind of in between. And
Nice.
there's just thousands of people that show up. And so they even have
Sounds
like
awesome.
some grain barns that they've turned into Airbnbs, a whole bunch of, you have the silos, you have all different types of stuff. So we go out there usually every, it's like the end of March, early April. They have it 3 times a year, but we just go and enjoy ourselves. We usually stay in LaGrange, a small town outside of that. There's a cool little bar where we saw an Indian talking to a cowboy, like someone with a headdress talking to a cowboy. We knew that was a good place to go into, you know.
There you go. Yeah. Everybody welcome. Boom.
There's an Italian place next door where you bring your own bottle of wine. Great food. There's a waiting list.
Wow.
Yeah,
sounds
cool.
great. Sounds great.
Good time.
Yeah, trade into saying he misses San Antonio. There you go. I've never been.
The only thing I can say is there's nothing better than a party that's BYOB.
Yeah,
because those are normally the greatest parties.
Yeah. Very often. Yes, Candy. Cheers. Appreciate you. TGIF. Yes. Excellent. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping on in here. What do you guys got going for the weekend? Anything good?
Yard work, taking down Christmas decorations, man. That's
right. Christmas decorations. Yeah.
Inside and out, right?
Man, yard work. It's too cold where I'm at to do yard work.
It's supposed to be like a deep freeze in a lot of the U.S. this week here.
Well, starting Sunday, I want to say around 4 p.m. my time is what they were saying. Central time is when that Arctic storm is supposed to be brewing, and like an hour south of me is supposed to be getting 7 to 10 inches from Sunday at 4 p.m. till Tuesday at 7 p.m. They're supposed to get 7 to 10 inches of snow. So I'm like, well, if that's true, okay, what do we get? 2 to 5, maybe. But every time they call for a big storm, nothing happens. So
you're gonna get caught with
your pants down. People near me that know me, I'm like, hey, make sure you got fuel, you got a generator, you got some food.
Gotta have a little.
It's only supposed to last 2 days, so maybe in 2 or 3 days after that, roads might be open. Okay, if you got enough stuff, for 5 to 7 days, yeah, you should be fine. Worst case.
Yep.
But I don't know. Every time they call 2 to 6 inches, we get like less than 1. And then when they say 1 to 3, we get like 5 or 6. And it's
you get pelted. Yeah. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Biomex,
I want to get over 100K a year and just be wrong.
I didn't mean to cut you off, time. Didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry about that. But because didn't Army Piper say on the other day on the Academy that you guys are getting snow in Texas? Did that happen?
I have no idea. I've been unplugged for a week.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Usually I'm trying to do whatever. Mean? Well, for me, it means I'm not watching every show. I'm usually putting out our motivational mindset videos. I'm doing that on my phone in the background wherever we're driving, or if I'm waiting for my wife in the store or whatever. I'm able to do that. But I haven't been on many shows, and our clocks were different. Whenever we're visiting family, we're up to like 4 a.m. and sleep till a little bit later.
Oh yeah.
Most of the good shows are in the morning. I'm starting to get up earlier. Oh, look at Crypto Billy. He's got the.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say, man.
Full disclosure, I just had my eyes dilated on my appointment, and when I turned on this light over here, woo! I was like, I gotta get some sunglasses on.
Yeah. So flashbang.
There is a reason. I'm just not trying to look cool here.
Well, you're pulling off the cool.
Okay.
What's Candy saying? Yeah. Well, okay, Candy in Canada. Hello. You know what I mean? Oh man.
Yeah, I lived in Maryland for a good 8 or 9 years, and I remember one time we got 18 inches in 2 days. But that was probably a storm that they didn't call for much, and it was fun. We rented from a couple that had an acre, and they had a cool little hill in the back, and so before it got to snow season, we would clear a path so that we could sled, once the snow fell. So the kids loved it.
Nice. Yeah.
The driveway was extra long. I didn't like the driveway, scraping that driveway.
See, I was just about to say, when I was younger, it was like, whatever, no big deal. The kids were small. It was great. Let it snow, no problem. But now it's like it snows and I'm like, I don't want to shovel crap. I don't even want to break out the shovel. Too old for this crap. But what
I'm
are you
like a
gonna
bear
do?
in the wintertime, man. I let the hair grow long, I let the beard grow long, and I just stay inside as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's probably a smart thing to do right there.
They're calling for -20 to -30 degree weather, plus the wind chills,
Ugh.
like Tuesday or Sunday through Tuesday.
Hey, I don't mind the cold weather personally. I probably am not a guy who could live in Texas. That I would just melt away or something. I can't. But I'll tell you what. When it gets that cold, that's a little that's a little bit much, right there. You know? Even for those of us who like the cold. Oh man.
Well, I
I
think you
mean,
might get kind of the same weather I do, to where like
huh?
you in the wintertime when you hope it snows because then it actually warms up. Because it doesn't snow when it's -20. It snows when
Right.
it's 20.
Exactly.
I
But
mean, granted, it's still below freezing, but there's a huge difference between -20 and 20.
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I mean, give me even zero. I don't, whatever. That doesn't bother me. I can live with that. It's when you start getting into the negatives with the wind chills, and then it's like, okay, I can't do that like I used to.
Yeah.
Can't do that like I used to.
I grew up in Ohio, right up north, like right up by Lake Erie, and so we had some good, nice cold days up there. But for the last 13 years, I've lived down here in South Carolina, so I don't miss those winters, man. But we had them. We had them.
I was gonna say, now the Carolinas, they must be pretty like temperate, for lack of a better word. I mean, winters must not be too bad. No, yes,
No,
maybe.
we typically don't get any snow whatsoever. Like maybe every 3 years we'll get a little dusting,
Yep.
but it's like in January and February, that'd be the coldest months, and we still have 50-degree days, right? So like if you look up the average temperatures, like 55 or something, it's so for that winter months. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice, and I live in the north part of South Carolina, so if you're down by the coast, they get nothing. It's even less than us, right? And we get
Uh,
nothing. So as far as snow accumulation wise,
right, right, right. Well, I mean, do the people know how to drive in the snow down that way, Billy, or what?
no,
No.
I have no clue. Like the we had it was about 2014. It wasn't a snowstorm really. It was like an ice storm, and the ice it got cold enough where it just started icing building up thick.
Yep.
Um, and everything was closed, man. You'd have thought a nuclear bomb went off that. So even the Weather Channel came, which was kind of funny because then I got in my pickup truck and I was driving all over the place because it wasn't bad for if you're from the north and you grew up driving in the
Right.
winter snowy roads, then
Right.
it's nothing. But however, ice is different than snow, right?
Well, right,
So
exactly. That's what
so
Joe is saying right now here. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, very different. That's right.
Yeah, the black ice is the ice you really can't even see.
Right.
Yep. Right. Yeah, that's taken me out a couple of times. I'm just saying. Thank God it was a couple of times, like, 15 years, 20 years ago, because that now, oh, that's it. That would literally take me out right now. Yeah, that stuff, it really is. It really is. Man. I'll tell you what, I got to top off. You guys
Yeah,
can
man.
handle the show for me for a minute or what?
Oh, we could talk about anything. Yep, we
All
got
right.
it. We got
Good
it.
night. I'll be back.
All right. So Bedell, if you go to the App Store, that's where you can get that Vesper wallet.
Is it Vesper or Vespa?
What is it, Tony? VEA?
VESPR. No E, no nothing else. So
And that's via
VESP.
the phone?
V as in Victor, I as in
No, E.
E. E as in egg, S as in Sam, P as in Papa, R as in Romeo.
Well, you use part of the phonetic alphabet.
Yeah, I know.
But
I never use E. I forget what E is.
But that's on like a
Indigo.
mobile phone though, right?
Indigo.
No, I is indigo. What's
I
E?
is indigo. E, man, it's been echo.
Alpha, Bravo,
E is echo.
Echo. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot you a message, Billy, on Discord, but I
Yeah, we-
couldn't quite find your name on Discord through the Billy Goat channels.
Really? They got me blocked on Discord, I guess.
There, I was actually able to send it right back to you on Discord.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I was looking at the like who's actually signed in, and I figured you'd be like in the top, couple things, but I didn't see you, so it's all good.
Discord is not my friend.
Oh, okay.
Although we've learned a lot about them, haven't we, Tony?
We have got a couple more steps to find out, and that's all right.
So how do I get a hold of you then for the NFT?
So all you have to do is in the Billy, we have our own Discord. If you go on our Discord, right, the Billy
I'll
Goat
invite
Tales, yeah, go to the Billy Goat Tales Discord, and you just drop your wallet address in there, copy paste from your wallet, paste it right in there, and then what we'll do is we'll send you the NFT to that wallet address, and then you'll get it, and you'll open it up in your Vesper. You look at tokens or look at NFTs, and you click on the NFT, and boom, you'll see it there.
Yeah, but what part of your Discord do you want me to drop my wallet address?
It's public. You drop it anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Or you could open if you don't.
you can open a
It's it's your public address. So, but if you don't want to put it out there, you can open a ticket and then drop it in there. In
No,
our
I was
Discord.
just asking because a lot of like Discords have like paid members sections, all that. Like I've already been a member of your Discord for
Okay.
I think since the first time you ever came on Crypto on the Rocks.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can open a ticket, give us your address, and we can send it to the dev so you can get whitelisted. Is that what you're talking about, Crypto Billy?
No. He won an NFT.
He won an NFT. Oh yeah,
we're
send
gonna
it so
send
we
it.
can send
Yeah.
it over to him.
Yeah.
There you go. My bad.
That's all right.
I'm always doing
Yeah.
10 things at one time. Half
Only
listening.
10?
Maybe I need to do better than that.
Only 10. Billy, and when I was coming back, did I hear you say Discord is not your friend?
Yeah.
That's what
I'm with you, man. That's why I use Telegram. Discord, I go in there, I feel like I'm getting lost down a rabbit hole. I really do.
Well, Telegram is a cousin to the Discord.
Yep.
And
Yep. No, I get it. I get it.
I'm on that cusp of I can use Twitter, X, I can use Facebook, a little bit on Instagram. Now you get beyond that and all these new. I'm like, WhatsApp. I don't use.
Yep.
I just started using Telegram because of our virtual launch that we had. So our AI agent. So that kind of forces you to learn stuff that you don't want to learn.
What you don't want to learn. Hey,
By the
would
way,
you
Billy,
mind talking
look
a
in the
little bit
Telegram.
about that, guys? About the AI agent launch? Would you mind talking about that a little bit?
No. So first of all, this was an experiment, and it wasn't something that the team talked about it. Redman actually created the first agent in our group, and he did it, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, Tony.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. And he started ramping his knowledge up on it, and then he told the team, and then we started ramping up on it as far as just learning about it and how it's done. And so I was going to do a trial just myself as Crypto Billy. And so I sit down here over the week. Well, it feels like the weekend, but I guess that was
Yeah, but really not.
New Year's, right?
It's like Wednesday.
Yeah. And so I made BGoat. One of the things that is interesting with the virtuals ecosystem and platform that I don't like. So the goal is you're going to launch this AI agent, and that you can program right prior to launching what you want this thing to do. Do you want it to be a trading bot? Do you Do you want it to send you pictures of something? You know, what do you want it to do? So what I don't like about the platform is to create that agent, you have to launch a token with it. So you, as someone that wants to create an agent, you don't know going in there. You're like, oh, this is cool technology. I want to play around with it, right? Just like it's like old video game days. What's this? You know.
Yep.
So there's other platforms, I'm sure, that in which you wouldn't have to launch a token, but on virtuals you have to launch this token with it. And as I'm working through the platform, I didn't realize that, right? But then it comes to a box that says token name, and you got to put like the the identifiers in there.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, I'll call it B Goat, and from there it says, here, you need to build the description. I'm like, all right. And then you click on this little box. It says sample descriptions. So I grabbed a sample and I put it in the text box. And then underneath that sample, I started typing out what I wanted, right? So I'm looking in that text box that's on the screen, the sample's there. And then underneath it, I'm typing what I want this to do using the script. And I know a little bit about PineScript, and back in the old, Keith, I took in college, I took BASIC and COBOL. So basic programming and COBOL.
Yes.
So I have some base knowledge from the 80s. And then when I looked at a little bit of PineScript, I mean, that's old, but that's where the foundation is. That's where the foundation is. So if you know some of that foundational stuff, this newer stuff's a little bit easier. So where was I going with that point? I can't remember what we were talking about.
About you putting in all that information and in descriptions and all that stuff into.
Yeah.
This.
Oh yeah. So underneath what the sample was. Now, keep in mind, I'm not really reading that sample. What I'm reading is I'm looking at if I need to add commas, semicolons, if I need to put bars around something. That's what I'm looking for. So
right.
It's there, but I'm more looking at it from like a coding eye. And not that I'm a coder. I just understand that to be efficient with it, I'm just not going to, So I wrote my description, and this description of our AI agent is to scrub social media for looking for any new coin launch that's backed by a VC, and find the sentiment, find the new coins and tokens, and bring them back to me. So that's what this agent's going to do for us. But my point about the description was because I then moved down to the next box, and it asked you some other questions, and I filled those questions in. And you go down to the next box and you do a little more, and you go to the next box, and you hit save to launch or save or something like that. And I hit it. And so we were not going to put this out there that in a big way that like we launched this virtual agent. We're gonna just test it, talk about it on our channel, but we weren't going to put it out there. But this is the naivety part that comes in. It's like, so I all this language that's in that description, it says some raunchy stuff. The example they gave me was not something that I would write out there. So, but if you scroll down on that description, you can read what the bot's really going to do. So now here's the part. You say, well, go in and change it. You can't, because another part of launching virtuals is the reason they make you launch a coin is because you have to get at a certain market cap before that agent, what they call it bonds, before it bonds. And once it bonds, or red pills, that means it becomes a lot faster and it begins to do the work.
It begins to learn, I'm guessing.
It keeps
becomes
learning,
sentient.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they measure it in epochs, and they say, you know, some of these littler ones will take 100 epochs to really get up there, and then after that it learns faster and faster and faster. So, you know, I'm learning all this stuff, right? Like I'm picking it up. Certainly not an expert. Just we're users that are
Learning as you go, man.
learning as we go, man. So what happens then is your token in the virtuals ecosystem is out there, and it's out there, and anybody can buy it in the virtuals ecosystem. And so here's a naivety piece. Check this out. You're going to love this, man. And I love to tell these stories, especially when they happen to me. So nobody else gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
But so it's out there, and there's this whole Telegram group of virtual OGs. So you have the official virtual Telegram group, which is from virtuals, and then you have another virtual Telegram group that's all about these guys jumping in, watching every single token launch live, jumping in, funding it, watching the price go up, because you have a ticker, you have a chart immediately in the virtuals ecosystem. So you have a chart, like I don't know, Tony and I were talking for an hour or two there prior to this, but about 4 or 5 hours ago, our token market cap was 180,000.
No,
it started at zero. $180,000.
And last night it was over 300.
Yeah, it went up to over 300. But there's this group that
It fluctuates.
all they do, man, is pump and dump.
I was going to say a pump and dump group. That's it.
But I didn't know that group was. But there's this whole ecosystem where you can see that jumping into some of these virtuals, they're doing it simply for profit. So they're not even doing it for the technology. What we're doing is exploring this technology to see if it will really help us. Like if I can build a AI agent that posts on my Twitter for me 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Man, I want that, right? So
I'll take it. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
exactly.
we want to be able to go through the step-by-step process so we could say we did it. Just kind of the way we looked at publishing our book, creating an NFT and an NFT reader, and writing metadata. I wrote all the metadata for our NFTs. So
God bless you.
But you see, learning that stuff was to me the triumph. That's the triumph right there.
There you go. There you go.
But it's been fun.
Well, that's a hell of a story. I'll tell you what, I would not have guessed about like the pump and dump group. I mean, well, hell, I wouldn't have guessed you had to create a coin either. But
you do with virtuals. Isn't that crazy? And that's the part I don't like about virtuals, because I didn't want to create a coin,
right?
Because I'm not these pump and dump groups, and your community comes in and says, hey, we want to help Billy and Billy Goat Tails, and we'll buy a little bit, and it goes up, and these guys are buying over here just so they can keep that pressure going up, and then they dump, and then woo, and then those good people that are in your community get hurt, right? And so like we didn't know what we didn't know, like. So we're working through it, and the thing is, it's just us right now, and there's some people that know about it, and I kept that's another thing, Keith. You have to, like, if we're going to do another virtual, we already know so much. Like, the first thing you should do is create a white paper, create a roadmap. You should create a website. You should have its own socials, a new Twitter, a new Discord, and make that bot its its own thing, right? And so like we're learning this, like going through this process. I'm like, okay, we didn't do this, we didn't do this, but so the next time we're going to be like, okay, and now we're in their
Yeah, now we know
discords.
better.
Yeah, and we're in their discords and we're in their Telegram groups, and we're trying to learn so we can like first user experience
Yes.
to tell our community about it.
Well, and that's huge because you got a growing community, and that I'm going to ask a question that may be completely, because again, I don't understand squat about these AI agents. So you know, I am the target guy who's going to go buy on the high and then get dumped on. But anyway, so like you're saying, if you do it right the next time, you got the white paper, you got the website, you do all this stuff. Can someone else use your agent, or is it strictly you guys use your agent?
It's
Do you know?
it's you, yeah, you because you can write that into the code, so you can.
Oh, okay. So it depends on what you put in the code. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you specifically say that you're single use or one user, then it'd be that way. So
Gotcha.
you can tell it to go follow 1,000 people, and it'd go follow. You know, you can. It's just what you put in there, what you tell it to do.
Gotcha.
And then there's these hacks. There's this whole. I found this whole little sub community that it's almost like Midjourney. When I started using Midjourney a couple of years ago, and we had to learn how to like upload your own photo to have it regenerate. You know, those are commands, and so it's kind of like that. You just kind of got to keep learning, keep growing.
I got you. I got you. I was just kind of thinking, man, if this is like an open source thing, then anybody can come in and use your bot for whatever. I mean, I get it. It's got a specific task, but like, you know, if
there's going to be hacks. Yeah. Anything. Who knows? Like anything could probably happen in that regard.
Right.
Mike, what's going on? Good to see you, brother.
And few
and
people
Rain.
jumped in. Rain is
say.
here. Yeah, Rain is here. Welcome. Appreciate you. Chuck Danger is in the house. Appreciate you. Candy put up a question that he addressed to me, but I would like to get you guys to answer this question as well, if you don't mind. So this is the question. He says, addressing it to me, does your wife get mad at the amount of time you spend on crypto? Because yeah, I do spend a bit of time here in this space. Yeah, and then he goes on, man, my girlfriend is always on me, checking how many times I'm online involved with crypto. Is this normal? Well, I don't know if it's normal. I can't speak to that. But I will answer the question, and hopefully these guys will have a little bit of insight as well. The answer from my end is no. I don't. I won't say don't. I rarely get any grief for the amount of time I spend here in crypto, because you know, I've explained to her, you know, what my vision is to do here, and how this will help our grandchildren and stuff like that, and even with stuff like the DCA that we're doing today. You know, I don't. That crypto doesn't stay with me. It gets put in a cold storage wallet, and bam, that's off to the whatever grandchild. That's it. That Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So taking all that into account, she's very, what's the word I want? Understanding with regard to this, and is willing to be very flexible with it. One of you guys want to jump in and maybe put your 2 cents in there? If you want to, you don't have to, obviously.
So my girlfriend's kids started a high school project of mining crypto. And
Really?
one of the third-party GPUs I bought was from him through her.
Okay.
Like a few months after we started dating. And
that's right.
She supports me on it, but she won't support me financially. But I'm down here talking to you guys when she's upstairs dealing with the kids, serving them dinner, you know, getting them all ready for bed and whatever. So she supports me in a different way, which I like. And she's been kind of through it with her kid, and she understands it. I mean, I don't think she invested, I think, like $20 because she was like, oh, I have this Robinhood or whatever app, something like popular that I put crypto in. I was like, she's like, I don't even know what I put in. I don't know what it's worth. I was like, hey, pop it open. Yeah, she put in like $20 and it was worth like almost 90.
Yep.
Like a few years later, I'm like, hey, I mean, that's not bad for you just throwing $20 in a random thing and, oh, hey, it pops in my head. Let me check it. Oh, now it's what, 4.5x?
I was going to say, but from what I've seen, she's very supportive. Like when you come on these live streams, if you want to do a live stream, that kind of thing. I mean, or at least that's been my experience.
Oh, and I tell her all the time, hey, if the kids are that bad, call me, text me, send them down. It don't matter. Like I can hear them running around upstairs. I hope you guys can't, but
nope.
I mean, sometimes when they're here, I just got to step away at a moment's notice to go deal with the kids.
You gotta do what you got to do. It's family, man.
But no, I feel she's supportive, probably at least 90+%.
Okay.
That other 10% is probably her, like, I would just rather spend time with me.
Well, you got to make that. That's important. You got to make that time.
Yeah.
What about one of you guys, Biomegs, Billy? Which one of you guys want to, if you want to?
Go ahead, Tony.
It's a challenge at times. I try to work a schedule when I'm doing most things. She was out doing stuff today, so when she's out and about doing her business, then I jump in here and I can jump in and take care of stuff. But we work out a schedule. Like our Sunday stream, I usually jump out after the first hour, and that's just what I do. So I committed certain time parameters and stick to that. And when I stick to that, and when something pops up and I'm available, then I do. If I'm not, then I don't. So yeah, it works out. There's challenges. There was initially, but now that it's for the most part a pretty standard schedule,
I was
she's
going to
pretty
say, you kind of
understanding.
schedule it in, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Billy, you want to?
My wife and I have no issues whatsoever. Never have had those types of issues. It's all about trust, and so that's why we're, been together 42 years. So I've been married 39. So it's no, I've never had those issues. But I will say this: my kids, probably your age, have those issues. So I think it's a generational thing there. Today, I think that's normal. So my answer would be, I think that's probably normal for today's conditions. But personally, no. My answer is no. I've never had that problem, and she still don't have that problem.
Yeah, I agree. But again, I still stick with the fact that, I guess it could potentially be it's like anything else. Too much of something is not necessarily good for you. What's the old saying? Come on, everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, okay, you're trying to, or for me, trying to, build this out, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, a lot of people that are involved with Billy Goat Tales, right? But you got to know when to be, like, these last couple of weeks. I prepped a lot of videos because it's just like, okay, I need time with the family. So, this is that time. And when you need to do it, you need to do it. You need family time. You just do. My humble opinion.
My girlfriend's even been down and joined me on here on Crypto on the Rocks.
Yes, she has. Yes, she has. Hell, one night I had to step away. She was running it.
Also, yeah.
She was running everything. So yeah, no. And see, that,
I mean, like, I know she knows about crypto. I mean, you start asking her, like, what's the difference between layer 1, 2, 3, and 4? She's probably like, yeah, I don't fucking know. I mean, you ask her what the blockchain is, or what she thinks the blockchain is. She probably have a good understanding of what the blockchain is in her mind, but everybody's mind is different. So
yep, fair enough. Fair enough. Guys, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. And Candy, thanks for asking the question, man. I know it was kind of, a selfish reason for asking a question. No, I'm kidding. I'm just busting you, Candy. But it's a legit question. It's a legit question, I think, for people who are not, and it doesn't even need to be crypto though, right? I mean, it could be your work. It could be whatever, you know what I'm saying? A business that you're trying to get off the ground, whatever it is. It doesn't even have to just be crypto, but for most of us who are like here and listening in the background right now, it's about crypto. It's about crypto. So I get the question.
Mike, you weren't here at the beginning, but I had my eyes dilated, and when I turned on the studio light here, man, it was about giving me a headache. So my choice was I was going to just log off and go lay down, or I was going to put sunglasses on and stay on. So just letting you know, otherwise I wouldn't have these on right
Yeah,
now.
I was going to say I was so busy with the other things I didn't even see. Hey, man, you can pull off the cool, man. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Wear sunglasses indoors.
It's sunglasses at night, baby. Now that song's gonna be in my head, damn it.
Yeah, so ever since Billy started launching down this, even just testing the virtuals, then I had to start getting a little bit smarter on it. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and learning about some different ones. There was apparently there's a 24/7 live streaming on TikTok and maybe on some other stuff. One called Luna, and then there's this AIXBT, which is on Twitter, and it automatically posts out stuff. I think they've designed it to go out and search other coins and then put information out. So it's got it joined Twitter in November of 2024, and it has over 280,000 followers. And so anyways, there's all these different virtual bots, and they do different things, and we're just trying to jump in and learn about it, figure it out.
It's not put your feet in the water and learn, right? I mean, it's like
we're not scared to jump in, test it out, and say, hey, this is just us testing it out to try to share and get smart on it and share our journey with others. And so Billy did that earlier, shared some of the things that you got to know and prepare before you jump in. So
well, that was a great story. That was awesome, because think about how many people are probably like, oh, I'm going to create myself a chat bot and have it take care of my, website or whatever. And it's like, well, here's what comes with that.
Yeah, exactly.
And Rain is saying, in a small cap AI agent project called Agent Layer on Base. I am not familiar with that. I don't know if you guys are. Like 6 months old. I'm a node holder. Virtual helps to get attention over the agent layer is doing.
It's all on Base. So virtuals is on.
Yeah, virtuals is on Base.
Yeah. Oh, it's all okay.
Yeah.
All right. I gotcha. I understand.
There's so many AI plays. It's this, like, I do believe somebody was saying this. Somebody was telling me, Sin City today. David was saying that he believes that the AI thing's just going to lead the whole market for 2025 or first half or something like that. It's really going to be the thing that takes off. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, it could, right, Tony? I mean,
it could. Sorry, didn't mean to clear my throat on y'all. Yeah, it could. I mean, there's just a lot. I mean, I think Forrest was talking about it maybe being a bubble, like the .com bubble. There's just so many different things in AI. I mean, I went out and looked when Billy was talking about doing the AI agent. I went out and looked for even just regular Web 2 solutions that help Web 3 companies with an AI agent that is not through, trying to get bonded and trying to get the market cap enough up so that now it can become sentient. So I think the virtuals path is, you don't have to put a whole lot of money into it, and you can kind of generate support. If there's enough support, it gets to a certain market cap and a certain adoption, and then it becomes an actual functional tool. So it's a good way to do it with maybe low startup cost, and maybe you have an idea and you want to run with it, but we're still learning that. We still don't quite know if that's an avenue. And then there's of course ways you can you can create bots through Telegram. You can create them on
Right.
Discord, and so all these other types
Right.
of stuff too. So yeah, we're learning. We actually tonight, before we jumped on here with y'all, we were trying to work through the tech support to try to get some of that description changed. And then so we're working that process too.
Nice. I just brought up 100 Airs comment back to the whole wife thing. She calls him Space Coin. I love.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing as like internet money, right? Or what is it? Internet fake money, fake internet money.
Fake internet money. Yeah, yeah.
Before a few years ago.
Yep. Fair enough.
If you're a Giga Chad, you must be mewing.
Oh, go ahead.
I just said if he's a Giga Chad, he must be mewing. It's that little young kid talk.
That's right. And yes, Candy, you're welcome. I just thought, why just my opinion here? You know what I mean? We got a bunch of guys here who can give you some input on that. But Biomex, did you have a screen up you wanted me to share? I kind of saw it in the background as I was zipping through stuff.
It was just that one X space, or excuse me, X handle that I was talking to you about. I can pull it back up here in a minute. But
yeah, sure. I'll bring it up. I'm sorry I didn't. I'm trying to zip back around here. And
it's not a big deal. Here, hold on. Let me share it up there. That's not the
right. Giga Chat, exactly. All right,
there it is.
There it is. I see it. I got you.
So this is, like I said, this is that one. This is an account, and it says automated. So any of the AI agents that become accounts, or any bots that become accounts, I guess Twitter, and I don't know fully, but they make them say that it's an automated account. So anything that is not a human, they have to identify as an automated account. And so, yeah, you can see, look, since November 2024, 288,000 followers. That's actually gone up since we've been on screen. And here's some of the messages they put out. So Sui breaks all-time high. So it's just pulling from different data.
Yep.
And providing stuff. And then here's social sentiment at 1.6. And then fresh TikTok meme. So interesting. I followed the account today. I thought I'd see what type of content. I actually posted and tried to tag it to see if it replies back. So I'll see if that happens later on.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But as it's AI, it never stops working, so it should reply within a few minutes at most. I would think.
Yeah, you would think, right? So I asked it what it thought of the BGOAT token, which just to see, because it's in the virtuals, it might have some sort of repository. So we'll see if it gives me a reply.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what. I think the AI agents is like a niche of a niche of a niche kind of thing, you know?
Definitely.
It's like, whew, so much to learn in, there's so much to learn in crypto, period. But like, it seems like the amount of stuff that changes, the new stuff that's coming in, it's like, I don't know, exponential by exponential, it's crazy the amount of information that if you want to be functional in this space, you kind of need to have a finger in. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys feel that way? It's almost gotten to the point for me where it's like, and again, 7 days a week, I'm here in one way, shape, or form, and I feel like I can't keep up almost, it's like, holy crap. And some stuff to just like a glaze overview. Okay, I know AI agents exist. That's about it, kind of thing. You guys feel like that or what?
I feel there's just way too much AI already out there right now, and there's so many people turning AI into this, turning AI into that, training it to this, like AI bots. Okay, yeah, what, a year or two ago they were like the newest thing on the market, and people were jumping to get on them because you could X amount your money every day, guaranteed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, half that shit turned out to be fake, but they raised capital. They probably built a better AI program that does the same thing. And who's to say you're not buying into or investing or whatever, subscribing to another AI that's going to just take all your stuff.
I mean, Twitter's cleaning bots out all the time, or X, whatever, all the time. I don't know if you wanted to address 100 Air's question, Billy, about the burning of tokens. I don't even know if that's an option. Do you know if that's an option?
I don't know. I don't know if that's an option through virtuals, because it wasn't something that was going to be what we were thinking about doing. But
Or we're even doing in the first place, right?
I can answer that. I mean, we'll get the answer to that. I don't know that answer because no, I don't think. Oh, maybe I don't know. Because one of those question boxes that I was talking about as you work your way down was when you had to put in the token ticker, and then you had to put in so many virtuals. So I had virtuals, right? And then you connect your wallet, and how many? I know what mine was $200 worth. I don't know. I can't recall how many virtuals it was, but it was like $200. I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm paying $200 to build my own AI agent, right? But you had to create a token. So when they launch, I think the amount of tokens are dictated by what you put in. I don't recall typing in a whole bunch of numbers like 2 billion tokens or something like that. I think it was
Right.
I think it's determined based on how much you put in. But since I knew I had $200 in virtuals, I was just going to put it all in, right? By the way, a lot of people were asking, well, how do you buy these virtuals? Well, the way I did it is you have ETH in your Uniswap wallet, and you just simply right there swap ETH for base ETH in your Uniswap. And it only costs like 6 cents or something, because I was like amazed how cheap that was. But so you just get base ETH, and then from base ETH in your Uniswap wallet, you can go and upload the ticker for virtuals. And if you don't know where to get that, use Dex Tools and just put that in that ticker in Dex Tools. It'll pull it up and it'll show you the right contract address there.
Yeah, everybody does it a different way.
Yeah, that's just the way I do it. Yeah.
I just went to my MetaMask. I transferred ETH from ETH to base ETH. And then I went to the Uniswap website in the MetaMask, and then I swapped from base ETH to virtuals. And yeah, so there's all sorts of different ways. And then you have to go to the virtuals.io. It's an app.virtuals.io. And then you use your virtual tokens to then purchase different AI agents. And so they show you, if you want, I can share the screen.
Yeah, please.
Don't go down that path too far.
No. I'll just show you that there are two different types. There's the prototypes, which is the stage we're in, and the sentient ones, which are ones that have already been bonded or red pills.
They're often doing their thing.
Yeah. So let me.
Fine.
I don't know much about any of them. Like, I don't know if any of them are good investment or good, DGen play or anything. I just know that that's the two types. So you can see here at the top, once you log in, and I'm logged in with my account, there's sentient, which means they've already been red pilled or bonded. So all of this is that Luna. This is their official one that they use for that streaming TikTok. And here's that one that we showed earlier, the X account. And then there's these prototypes, and all of these are trying to become legit. And so you don't know anything about them really. There's market caps, but they fluctuate really largely. And you don't really know what they're about until you click in and learn about them. So that's really all I was going to share.
No, fair enough. Appreciate that. And yes, Mike, to answer your question, unintentionally, Billy does. You have to rewind a little bit for that story there.
Don't buy it.
Yeah,
don't buy it.
We're not suggesting anybody buys it.
Yeah, no, because there's a whole little ecosystem of people out there that got this down, and they're just going in for buy low, sell high.
And there's bots that like me and Redman last night, like towards midnight, we were in there live talking and chatting, and someone bought 4,000 virtuals worth, and then someone bought 500, and it skyrocketed, and then just as quickly it plummeted. So, you
Done.
know, they know what they're doing. They're wanting to see people see it take off. They start buying, and then they dump it. So we're not advertising that people go and pick it up.
Oh, and the bots and within the virtual ecosystem are doing this trading too.
Yeah, that too.
It's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
So we're just
So if
testing
you use,
how
so if
to
you
do
use
it.
bots to buy and sell and trade and make you money, you're happy because it's making you money, but then it's making these projects look really good, and then 3 seconds later look really shitty.
Yeah. Well,
So you're not even like really supporting the project. You're only there just to make money. If you use these ad bots, in my opinion.
No, I mean that's what the pump and dump groups. It sounds like from what Billy was saying is that's exactly what they're doing. It's exactly what they're doing. And I mean, I get it. That's been around since the beginning. I don't want to say the beginning of crypto, but you get it. It's been around for a long time.
It's been around since the day the stock market came to tuition. There was always those companies, even from day one of the stock trades, that bought a bunch of stock and then sold it the next day just to make a profit. I'm sure they were there.
Nope, fair enough.
And it's a different. Okay, now this is more digital. So why would they not be here again?
Yeah, we've had this whole pump and dump thing and scams and all that kind of stuff. I mean, since I've been in the space, and that's pushing 8 years at this point. And you know what I mean? I'm sure they were here before me. Lord knows. Lord knows. Just I don't know. That kind of stuff. And guys, I mean, feel free to chime in differently if you feel differently, but that's the kind of stuff that pump and dump stuff is. It makes it harder to legitimize the space, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't bring positive press. It doesn't. It puts a bad taste in people's mouths, especially newbies who are just kind of coming in trying to learn. You know, I don't know. I'd like it to be a little more straightforward. That may just be the old man in me. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Rain.
That makes sense.
Rain. Yeah, so that's why I was telling the story about it, which was just me, Crypto Billy, trying to do some research on this. And then you go through it and you realize, oh my goodness, you got to have a Twitter account. You have to. Well, I wasn't going to start a new Twitter account, right? I'm like, I got to keep my life simple. I don't want to start another Twitter account. So I was like, I'll make it Crypto Billy. Let's see what happened. You know, so it's asking you in the forum, the new AI agent setup, it's asking you to, fill the stuff out, right? So I'm just clicking through it just like you would do anything, right? And you get to the end, how many do you want to buy? 200, boom. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just launched a token.
When did I do that? Yeah.
And isn't that interesting? See, it's interesting that when people hear about these AI agents and they say, hey, I'd like to build one. How do I build one? Well, building one, you don't know you're going to be launching a token on that platform, right? It's just like, right. What? How's this happening?
Yeah. When did that happen?
There's other platforms. I'm sure there's ways that you just pay for to build one, right? There's probably other platforms that we don't know about yet that instead of having to launch a token, it could still be on the blockchain, but you're just paying for that code. Just like Spotify, you go and, pay for that song or whatever, you're paying for that code. So,
right. Dave Digital in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome. You're welcome to join us if you'd like. Let me know. We'll send you a link. Talk to code here. You get me all going.
Dave Digital can log in. He can log in.
Yeah. And
let me know if you need the link, Dave.
And Rain, yes. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. And you're right. But you are tapped into a good group here because these guys, everybody that I've come across since Billy reached out to me I don't even know how many months back now. And it's you get the honest skinny, you get their 411 the way it should be. So, but I appreciate you saying that. That's so we need more people in the space that's what they do. That's what they do. Melissa, long time no see. Welcome. Appreciate you being here.
She's my neighbor. What's going on, Melissa?
This is where the party's at on a Friday night. That's right.
You've been here before, Melissa. You know this is where the party's at.
That's right.
Well, at least maybe the pre-party. I don't know if there's another show after this that's better, but
maybe, you never know. I mean, Happy New Year to everybody that's kind of jumping in. Looks like we just had a bunch of people jump in. Alexandra G. Welcome.
I've been waiting for her. Welcome, Alexandria.
You are. I know you don't normally come on, but you are welcome. Although you are always great inside of the chat, but you are welcome here to jump on with us if you'd like. Let's see. Just zipping down the chat here. Hey, Trade Intuition, how's it coming? You gonna be jumping on soon or what? I think that your 30 minutes is up there, buddy. You know, you're supposed to.
Is Trade still in the chat? Is Joe still in the chat?
Yeah, he just jumped in there a second ago. That's why I'm kind of giving him crap right now. He's like, oh, I'll be there in like 30, 45 minutes. Yeah.
So after last week, that gummy kind of kicked in a little bit more after we went offline.
Gosh. Okay.
I watched that Road Dog Crypto. Oh my god, dude, that guy's a fucking blast. I took like a 30-second clip, laughing my ass off, going, man, this guy's got like women dancing next to a banana. Over, he's got an alien. He's got a fucking turkey on his head as he's like reading the charts. And then I watched him like a few days after that, and he like gave Joe a shout out, like went to Joe's page, copied his link, and put it in chat and everything. I was like, oh, apparently this guy knows who Joe is. I was like, I've never even known. No, I don't even know who this guy is, but apparently he knows Joe.
Now, Billy, when you guys do your YouTube stuff, do you guys forward people along, kind of like Piper does sometimes, sends everybody over to Hipper's house? Is that what you did tonight, sending people here, like what you did in the background?
No. Tony and I
put it out on X.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You put it out on X, yeah, but we weren't live or anything. Tony and I were just in a video call in the StreamYard. Gotcha. We just go on the StreamYard
and use it. Yeah.
And use it, right? And so we were wrapping up, and I was like, oh, we should take a look at what Keith's got going on over there. And, well, why not just jump in? And we almost thought about going live and just jumping in with our live stream, but I was like, nah, it's unscheduled, and didn't want to make
I'm sure you would have got plenty of people jumping in there. People love when you go live. I was just asking because that's something I'm trying to do going into the new year to kind of help support people. Which is why I've changed my live stream times to 11 a.m. Because then I'm going to try to help Joe grow with his thing at noon. By pushing people in that direction. That's why I was asking to see if you guys are doing that. And Joe, I got your message. No problem, man. You're welcome to come in and whenever you're set. And yes. Hi, Alexandra. Road Dog. Oh, does Melissa know Road Dog? I'm impressed he gave Joe a shout out. That's awesome. Glad for that. But we are back. What is this saying? We are baking zero sugar, yo. Okay, we won't tell anybody.
Jimmy has really been helping us understand nodes more, and because of that, I've been sniping some nodes. I picked up 2 more cornucopias file nodes, and once I get to 8, I'll be able to have my own pool. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah, we all have some nodes now. I have 2 solo miners now going.
Excellent.
It's just,
are they bid axes or are they
yeah, the bid axe, yep. Yeah. And then I realized now we're jumping in a mining pool, So like Redman and Burke. Burke's a big miner. You've seen GF Burke. He's out there he's all over the trading channels. Anyways, he's like DMing me, Billy, you gotta jump in this pool with us. And I was like, well, how does that work? And he's like, oh, well, we split it. And I was like, oh, so how many of us are in? And he's walking me through it all. And I was like, okay, let's do it, man. And it's just, why not? But first, you get your miner and you don't really know what you're doing with it, right? And how to set it up. So I watch a YouTube video, figure out how to set it up.
Yep.
Provided by BitX, which is pretty simple. I think
Yep.
you have one too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just got it. I haven't set it up yet.
Yeah. So setting it up is pretty easy. Just watch the video. You go Wi-Fi, you jump on the BitX Wi-Fi to set it up, and it gives you basically IP. It gives you the address and I just saved it in my phone. And right now I can just go in there and see see the status of it. So I have two of them, and the last number is just different by one. But you can just go in there and it gives you a whole nice status readout. How fast everything's moving and how well it's working and all that stuff.
But Dell's sitting there while you're talking about it, pointing to his bid axe up on the shelf there.
Yeah.
I have one that's working and one that my Roomba knocked over and it landed fan down. Oh, you want
That's
me
not
to
good.
blow it up? No.
You got one of those fan dancy automatic cameras? Is that what that is?
Yeah. So this one,
I didn't realize I was having it do stuff.
It fell down on the floor just like this, and the fan, I think the fan was still spinning when I picked it up. It was a little warm, but yeah, it don't fucking work no more.
Fried.
A lot of people told me just to update the firmware and it might work, but I'm like, dude, whatever. It's $100. I might as well just throw it away. But it's sat on the shelf for the last 8 months, waiting to get maybe fixed. Maybe one day at a time.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I get excited when I hear about the solo miners hitting a block and stuff like that. That's like, I'll be. Thank you very much.
I told you, like my Nano 3 right here, I've got two of those. One's upstairs, one's down here. I prefer those because you get more hash rate per USD. But a lot of people are having like fans burn up and they overheat. So they're saying not to run them on high. And I'm like, man, I've had these motherfuckers for like 8-9 months. They live their life on high. I mean, if it burns up, it burns up. Like, I'm not one to like be a warranty hog. Like, to me, if something burns up,
I get you.
Throw it away and buy another one. Or you learn your lesson, buy something different, you know?
Hey, Biomex, I see what you're saying. You gotta head out. Do you want to throw anything out there before you're cutting loose?
Come check us out Sundays. What is it? 5 Eastern, Billy? Is that right?
Yep.
5 Eastern. Givers Gain 111 is the channel, or at Billy Go Tales. If you type in YouTube at Billy Go Tales, you'll find us. So glad to be here with you all on Friday. CryptoCoinMindSet.
Thanks for joining, man.
Good time. Thanks for letting us jump in. You guys are always welcoming. And love to be able to share all the stuff that we're doing. The book mint's still going. People are still able to grab it, and continue to push forward. Check out those motivational mindset stuff. I know you've already been there and checked them out. And so thank you for the support. Glad to be here. And glad to support you all as well.
Billy Go Tales has their own book, not just NFTs. They actually have
more coming.
Copy. So you know, make sure to check them out.
Yeah. Thank you for jumping in, Tony. Appreciate you very much. And I try to chime in every Sunday, though I'm usually on X because I'm on the road, so I gotta come in via X. But it's all right as long as I'm there.
Yeah, man. Everybody's helping everybody, and it's just do what you can. Nobody's keeping score. Just do what you can.
Exactly.
Pay it forward. That's That's what we're all about. And I do got to say hello to Alexandria. Gee, what's going on, girl? I saw you said hi earlier. I didn't want to interrupt, but good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Yes. Hit that link if you're not already signed up to Billy Goat Tales. Please show these guys some support. I'm guessing most of you already are. I do want to address Rain's question real quick. I actually did in the beginning of the stream, Rain. I know you weren't here, so I'll kind of try to, give you the quick skinny here. For those who may or may not know, there was a few articles out there because I talk about Tangem all the time. I'm a very big Tangem supporter in the idea of full disclosure. I'm an affiliate for them. Not paid by them or none of that stuff, but I do get I have an affiliate link. Oh, tell the kids, hey, I just saw one of them go a little head run by there. Anyway, there was a couple articles that came out over the last week, I think it was, basically saying that seed phrases were leaked and so on. And that is true in a very specific circumstance. Because again, remember, Tangem was originally meant to be you use your card for the backup. You didn't copy the seed phrase. You didn't import a seed phrase. None of that stuff. It was meant that your cards were your backups for your crypto. So when they put in the ability to get a seed phrase, write it down, and or import a seed phrase from another wallet, they missed something. Basically, again, I'm trying to go quickly here, where if you created a seed phrase or imported a seed phrase and then use the app, because remember, it's the card to the back of the phone for the app, within 7 days of doing that, when it sent the log notification to their support, it included the seed phrase. Again, that was a very specific circumstance. That was the only way that seed phrase got out or whatever. They've since obviously fixed that. And they've deleted all those people who may have been part of the 0.1%, if I'm getting that math correct. So that should be taken care of. But that's what Rain is referring to here. And I will be putting together a video on that. It should be dropping mid to end of next week. I did reach out to my affiliate contact at Tangem, and they did reply, which I'm going to give them props, because I guess they were still on vacation from the holidays, and I'm guessing because of all of this stuff, the way it landed, like in the middle of the holiday season kind of thing, they must be monitoring their emails while on vacation, and they did get back to me within a few hours, so I'm giving them props for that, the fact that they even bothered to answer me while they were on vacation. And they said they sent me a bunch of information, which I'm still pulling and parsing apart, which will be part of the video that I put together. And then they said that, because I asked them to come on and do a live kind of Q&A thing to calm any customer concerns and that kind of thing, and they said they'd be willing to do that when they got back. And hey, I'm not trying to pull people away from their family during the holiday, so I get it. And like I said, to me, props for them, to even the fact that they were monitoring at this point while they're on vacation, and took time to get that information. So one, watch for a video from me next week, Rain and everybody else for that matter, to give you the update. And then two, once I'm able to get them to come on a live, I will do that. So you're welcome, Rain. You're welcome.
That kind of sounds actually like a good peace of mind that there was a security issue and they addressed it right away. Like even over holiday weekend and all that, like they were still right on top of it.
Yep. And again, for the again, I get why, but to me, and I'm going to put this in the video that I make, some of this stuff, I don't know. I'm not a developer. I don't do that kind of thing full time all the time. But to me, you'd think that there would have been a better bug bounty program. There would have been a better I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for, Billy? Help me. Like a process to pull this, to find that beforehand, kind of thing. But again, hey, we're human. Ain't no perfect people walking this earth right now. And
Amen.
it is what it is. So if they had kind of blown it off or didn't address it immediately, or even, I'm not gonna lie, even if they hadn't gotten back to me and said, hey, listen, I'm on vacation, here's the information, I probably would have been not so nice right now with regard to that on this particular live stream, because I look at it this way, I'm promoting something that, one, I use, and two, hey, I'm telling everybody, hey, listen, this is great, but if there's a problem, I'm also going to tell you, hey, I was wrong, there's a problem. Pump the brakes kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just the character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel that, I don't know if you have anything to Billy to say, but.
No.
Okay. I mean, like the whole thing with, I can't even remember now. Your, the treasure wallet.
Are you walking the dog? You walking a dog, Vidal? You walking a dog?
I'm forgetting the names of these wallets. There's two names. There's the old wallet and there's the new wallet. And I'm like, fuck, which one is which? Sorry, I'm just.
That's all right. You're thinking Ledger, like the Ledger Recover piece?
Yeah, like everybody was supporting Ledger for the longest fucking time, and then they had that update, and then it was found that like they had a back door to everybody's thing, and then everybody stopped using them, and then everybody turned to this company, aka Tangem. And I feel like now that that's the more popular wallet, there's gonna be more people trying to hack it, and I get it, and I understand they haven't been hacked yet. They have a hack bounty.
That's air gapped, right? It's air gapped, right?
It's a card. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me. Yep. And so yeah, you have to use your mobile. Your mobile.
We actually did a little bit of a test of this last week.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I saw it. With the ring. Didn't Shooty have the ring? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you got the cards. Can you see that there like that? So they look like regular credit cards as well. And even if you got the ring, you get like the two backup, because that's the ring too. That's the other video that's coming. That's taking a back burner to getting out the information about this particular leak.
So if you lose those cards, what happens?
Okay, that's a great question. It depends which way you set up the wallet. If you set up the wallet the way they recommend and you lose all your cards, you're screwed. You've lost it all. If you set it up like traditional ledgers, Trezors, whatever, or hell, hot wallets, whatever, and you copy and write your seed phrase, back up your seed phrase, you can re-import that anywhere you want, just like any other wallet. If you import, same thing, because you've already got your seed phrase. So then even if you lose all the cards, it doesn't matter, because you can import it anywhere. The only way you are completely screwed, like, so for example, let me see if I've got mine right here. I don't have it right here. I'm sorry. The 1.0, which was the first Tangem, it's the only backups are your cards. So if you've got your crypto on there and you lose all those, that's it. So that hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah.
But now they, again, you can use it in the traditional sense, and that change to the way they set up that wallet is what created this leak, because they didn't. You know how Bitcoin, when they make a change to Bitcoin, they got to make sure it's backwards compatible with everything. So that doesn't matter what version you're using, right? The same thing here. They didn't check it all the way backwards compatible is probably the best way to look at it. And that's where the leak happened, because they didn't check that piece to be backwards compatible. But yeah, you could, the card, the ring, whatever, separate. And then you need the phone app, the mobile app, in order to to access.
So why can't wallets have a security option embedded to where you have to input a code to send money or crypto or whatever you want to this wallet? Like another 2FA to send. That would
Not
kind of
sure I understand.
connect both people together. You know what I'm saying?
You probably could.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Code basically like its own agent and connects them, bonds them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you could probably have like 10 different wallets. I'm sure we've all had. I know I've had it. You guys might have too on other random wallets where you get like dust, like small pennies that are sent to your wallet. But once you transact with those pennies or that dust, then it starts fucking with all of your other coins, and then it allows them
it could drain your wallet. So
yeah. But why can't there be a security feature of not allowing dust? It like, say you had this wallet, right? Say Tangem, and you said, I don't want anything less than $2,000 transaction as an incoming to my wallet, and then it automatically just refuses anything that's $2,000 and less. I mean, that could be the security.
Well, but it's not all. That's not just dust. Like I can show you right now on my Uniswap under the hidden coins, because those are the ones that are the bad ones, right? They come in typically under hidden. Well, one of these are like $782,000. That's the next to it. It has the ticker, the symbol, the token identification, and then how many of them you have, and then the price. And it's like $782,000. That's a scam. I don't know. I don't recognize that token. It's a scam. But somebody thinking they're going to get $782,000 probably click on it, and who knows what contract you're signing by doing that. So yeah, it's.
I just don't understand how, like, when you just click on that, it accepts that contract. That's what I understand. Like, you should be able to click on it, view it, and then click accept contract. Like, I feel there should just be more layers of security, if not anything more.
Yeah, well, anybody can send anything to your wallet if they have your wallet
I was going to say, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
but to your point, can there be a AI agent that is on the blockchain? And I think this gets into why that OS for Cardano is so important. I mean, because like in your example here, you'd have to do some development on, like right now it's on base, virtuals are on base. That's the base layer blockchain, right? That's layer one. So
did I just freeze? I was going to say, sorry about that. I was just answering Dave's question.
I wasn't sure what I was hearing there. So I paused.
No, it was probably me typing. Sorry about that.
Okay. That could have been me too. Who knows? Anyways, I can't remember where I was at. Do you remember where I was at, Fidel? I was just thinking that you could create
AI agents.
Well, you could create an AI agent that intercepts your, like this token, whether it's dust or it's a large dollar amount, intercepts this before it deposits to your account or something. It's probably coming, man. It's probably coming. And probably within 6 months, the way this stuff's moving, it's just crazy how fast this is all moving with all these AI agents and this, anything AI right now.
Yep.
But I don't want to just be an investor. So we, of course, all bought virtuals and, so that's great, like from an investment in a token, right? But on this, it started just the opposite. It started with, hey, this is cool technology. Let's learn about it, right? And to do that, I had to buy virtuals. So I didn't really come into it from like investment standpoint, right? but in the crypto space, normally that's what we're doing, right? Like I'm looking at coins to invest in and make some money on, right? Like everybody else.
Right. Right.
So, but this was more about a quest to learn what's happening in the space and to do it in first person. That's why I wanted to do it, and that's why Red did it. Red got into it because he heard about it and he jumped into it first. Actually, Red Man, yeah, first on our team.
Right. Right. And just to Rain's point, that he was the one he's talking about earlier. He said we'll scan your wallet addresses for vulnerabilities. So there you go.
Yeah.
And there's more coming. Well, I mean, because a lot of those drops, I got, I've got one of those like you were talking about, Billy. I forgot how many thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? On one of my, help me, hot wallets, and I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know this. But then it's something off Ethereum, so it's like anything else. Ethereum tokens, they use your Ethereum address, so it doesn't matter, and then it just goes right into its own contract at that point. It's a contract address or whatever at that point. So I get how people would be. I get the potential scamminess, I guess, like we were talking about earlier with regard to scams in this space. You know what I mean? So yes. But to answer your question, or not answer your question, but one other thing, Bedell, about what you were saying. I mean, you can set up like even Tangem, whatever. I know we were talking about Tangem, but you can set up other layers of security in the wallets in order to, especially for send functions, whether it's a face scan, thumbprint. Having a brain cramp right now. Passcode, whatever it is. Shuby, welcome. Appreciate you being here, my friend.
Well, I was listening in the background. I was listening in the background to Tangem.
Yeah, so, I figured you might not be out in your shed tonight. I know it's a little cold out there for you. So I was giving you the pass tonight. Giving you the pass.
46 if you can see it.
What was that? 46? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I thought you just holding up your beer can, man. I was following Bedell's lead there.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that. I'm double fisting.
Yeah.
Hey, if you would have been out here 3 hours ago when we first started, it'd be a lot warmer.
Well, I was actually the whole time I was here, but I just decided I was hearing an intelligent conversation instead of the resident drunk, so I let you guys go.
Oh my goodness. Please. And there you go. Shooby Dooby. Yes, exactly. Shooby Dooby. Got Shooby in the house.
Shooby Dooby Doo.
Well, Shuby, I got about 5 minutes left, man, and then I got to log off. I hate that because we've been on here for what?
Well, quite a while. I watched the beginning.
Almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours.
In 5 minutes, it'll be like a minute and a half less than 2 hours. So
I watched Keith go live. I watched it from the very beginning.
Okay.
I was the second like.
I didn't want you to think, well, geez, I log on and Billy logs off. No, I got about 5 minutes.
I listened to it all about your new coin that I should invest in, not in financial advice.
Yeah. Oh my God, Shuby. Oh my God.
It's
embarrassing.
Here we go.
Actually, there it
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well,
Crypto Bedell won an NFT and something else this year, and he's already won all kinds of stuff, and he's got his Vespa wallet or Vespa or however you spell it. Somebody that don't know the the code, like V as in Victor and whatever all that stuff is, but I've been here the whole time.
Okay, man.
Not outside, but I've been inside hanging out. And
that's why I said I wasn't. I was kind of expecting you in the chat. I wasn't expecting you live online, but I appreciate the fact that you're here and you're toughing it out in that 47-degree weather in that shed there to be here with us tonight.
In about 5 minutes, it's going to be half as close to after hours as we can.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna.
I told the wife I was already
we have to wait at least until Billy leaves.
Oh,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and Billy, listen, I 1 second, and I'm going to let you, if you want to throw anything out there before you go, by all means. But for those who haven't voted, 9 p.m. So we got about 6 minutes left on the voting for the this week. Again, 2025 new portfolio. If you came in, you saw a poll on the way in. If certain polls, it's on 2 of them on YouTube, actually. One on X, one on Patreon, one on Facebook. Vote on any of them. That's fine. And if for whatever reason, because some of them won't let me put all 6 options in here. Again, my granddaughter picked these out. This is her portfolio that's coming up. I gave her like, I don't know, 30 different coins to pick from, and this is what she picked. So here we are. So this is what you get to vote for. If you haven't already done it, please do it. Wrapping this thing up in about 5 more minutes. This first half 2025 portfolio: ADA, Dash, Gala, Link, Litecoin, and of course Stellar Lumens. So if you haven't already voted, please do that. Billy,
it's a lot more options I had when I logged into YouTube and only had to pick
YouTube only gives me four spaces, so it's like I'm gonna just rotate them through so they all get equal play.
That's a hard choice. I feel. I mean, out of what, 6, 4 of them, I'm a bag holder.
I think they're all pretty solid.
Yeah, I do. That? I mean,
Billy, what do you think? What do you think? Are these solid or what?
Yeah, I don't. I hold ADA, Link, XLM, and Gala. I do not hold any Litecoin, and I do not hold any Dash.
Okay.
So I think but Litecoin's, that's why it's silver, right? It's what right there. It's showing a picture right there. So it's Bitcoin's the gold and Litecoin's the silver, they say. And
yep.
So why would you not hold any Litecoin then? If Bitcoin's gold and Litecoin's silver, you don't hold any.
I said that's what they say. It doesn't mean that's what I believe.
There is a difference there. Yes, that is true. I mean, I don't know. I use Litecoin often when I'm using buying things with crypto. I always have since I started in crypto. Dash has become a more of a live on crypto kind of thing for me. That you can thank Joel Valenzuela for that. After that, the interviews I've done with him, he pretty much sold me on that. And I'll tell you what, it's quick, it settles, it's done. You know what I mean? And I like the way they maintain the security using the master nodes and the I'm having a brain cramp right now. The proof of work. So, and we got a bunch of. I'm sorry, I got comments. Just looking to make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, Dave, I got you. All right, there we go.
I already voted in the poll, so I'm not going to vote again.
So did I.
Yep. No, appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I voted.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. I was going to say, you can't get away without voting there, Billy,
Yeah.
I'm curious about what Mike Vollmer said. I'm going to show it real quick. Tom Crown is punching the air somewhere right now. What would Tom Crown be mad about? That's my question. If Mike can say it. I mean, he also did say Randy too. So I'm curious.
I would say in flight. I don't know. About Litecoin being garbage.
About LTC being garbage. Okay.
Well, I didn't hear anybody say Litecoin is garbage. Did you?
No,
say
nobody
Mike,
said Litecoin is garbage.
Say Mike, don't paraphrase us and misquote us now.
Yep. And Dave,
I said I don't hold any Litecoin, but I will say that Litecoin was one of the, when I came into crypto in 2017, I bought Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think I bought XRP, but I'd have to go all the way back and see. I either bought XRP in 17 or 19. I can't remember which. But the first three were Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum when I first came into crypto.
What? That was like the three OGs at the time.
And that was probably like the top 4 of them of cryptos at that point.
There wasn't many. There wasn't many.
And see, Litecoin bull. Yeah. I don't know. I like Litecoin for what it's meant to be, Spend it.
Oh,
Save your
Mike
Bitcoin.
Vollmer said someone in chat said that. LOL, didn't mean you guys.
Yeah,
I think he's talking about Dave Digital because he says they lie with the Pinocchio nose.
my man
Dave
Dave.
just wants us to lie so that nose gets bigger just for his enjoyment, maybe. Sorry, Dave. I know you're part of the Billy Goats team. I just got to give you a little bit of shit once in a while, right?
Well, there it is. Dave pointed to himself, so.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Hey, we're here to have a good time. That's what matters. Good time.
Trying to start some drama or something.
No, if Dave Digital is
where'd it go?
here,
Right here.
it's
-1
always
for
it's
the
always
dub.
a party. It's always a party.
Hey, you know what? I'll take a -1 any day. At least somebody voted for me, even if it's a negative. I don't care.
Dave,
Even
send
if
me
it's a negative
send me
integer.
Dave, send me a couple of your customs there. I'll show you some classic Dave Digital emojis. Okay, go ahead, Dave. I'll give you a second. We're on a little delay. There's this dancing.
Isn't Dave the guy that was possibly talking about doing like new backgrounds for you guys, or like doing like a starter course on how to do the backgrounds?
Yeah, so we're logging all this little stuff. Tony's doing a lot of it, but like for instance today, if we were having, I was having an issue because I have 2 Chrome profiles, and we launch our StreamYard and Billy Coattails profile, but I have my Crypto Billy profile. Well, what I needed was on my Crypto Billy profile, and we were on the live stream. So remember, I'm in Giver's Gain profile, Billy Coattails, and I'm live streaming, or not live, with Tony. So just WebExing with Tony basically. And so I'm like, I got to show him this. If you try to hit share screen, it's only going to share what's in your profile. So then you had to figure out, you got to share the whole entire screen, right? But then I have to make both profiles present on my screen. And we went back and forth because Chrome, it's hard to do that, right? And so at least it was for me. It might not be hard to do for a whole bunch of other people, but it was for me. So anyways, we actually recorded that whole thing. And the goal there is to cut it up, and I'm sure other people are having those problems, and we're going to show them how to fix it.
Nice.
We do that, yeah.
And Pollo in the house. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you being here.
Cluck, Pollo.
Right.
Do we got a list for Dave Digital's channel? What he's doing? What he's talking about here?
Dave Digital's with Billy Goattails. He's on our team. Yeah. So he's talking about us if he's saying ours or what. I didn't read that comment yet.
He's talking about
that's
a
what
live
he
background.
said. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, doing a live stream about how to do a build in the background in Canva.
Yeah, because I mentioned that a little bit ago, and I thought it was Dave Digital. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Dave Digital is head of digital production for Billy Goattails.
Because I need him to build a live background for Joe and make it a $14 bill that's just waving.
No, Joe said in one of his recent streams this year now, $50, up from 14 to $50.
Well, then I guess this is a waste.
But if you,
That's right.
if you watch any of the Billy Goat Tales or the Giver's Gain media and their streams, they all have really good backgrounds. And I'll say,
they do. Wicked
Giver's
good.
Gain, Billy Goat Tales. Like there's like the goat and like different things in the background that are almost like unicorns, but they're like, some people can see them, some people can't. And I thought that was Dave Digital that designed all that. And I thought maybe I was wrong, but I think I'm kind of correct.
Yeah. Dave and all of them. Red screws around with it. Dave does. So does Tony.
Yeah.
I have this backdrop here. It's not green screen. It's just a real backdrop, right? But Dave, Red, and Tony have figured out OBS, and I haven't run OBS. So I'm kind of like hey, this is working right now, guys. I got my little backdrop here. I'm good. You know.
Yeah.
But some of those background with those neon lights look really, really
Oh my God,
cool.
they are amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Looks great. And Joe's saying he's back down to $14.
I want it to look like a flag just going like this, just like
There you go.
$14, just waving in the air.
Oh my goodness. That's too funny.
I
Well,
think
guys-
what Dave
Yeah.
Digital did say, but I know that Billy is past his time. So
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
We're not meaning to go do what you got to do. Appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for jumping on in. I know you could probably be doing anything tonight. Appreciate you being here for a while.
No, it's cool. Yeah, Dave created this backdrop behind me, and he sent me the image, and then I took that image and, you know, did the custom. Just it was on Amazon. It was nothing serious, but it was like $20 or something like that. So
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
not
yeah,
just
cool.
hangs.
yeah, so I just keep mine like that. Now, behind that is a green screen, but I don't think I've ever used it while I've been streaming since we opened up Billy Goat Tales YouTube. I don't think I ever used the green screen. I was playing with it in the beginning, just looking at different things, and this came in, we hung it, and
Oh, it looks good.
That's it. Yeah. But
I
boys,
just ordered a green screen, but I got to get my camera a little bit closer because it doesn't cover all of this.
yeah, yeah.
hey, you know what? At least Shuby's moving up in the world. He bought a new laptop, I think, a week and a half ago?
Yep, about two or 3 weeks ago.
He's like that new dedicated son that's just working his way up. New laptop, new camera, new mic.
Hey,
Now
George
he's-
Jefferson, buddy. I'm George Jefferson.
Now he's looking at a green screen. Like, hey, you know what? We all start down here, and you make your steps up.
George Jefferson,
You
buddy.
Amen
can't
to
get to
that.
the top if you don't take them steps.
Amen to
But I
that.
don't
Man.
even create my own videos. I'm just doing it just because I like doing it.
Well, there you go. There you go. Billy,
No,
I know you're heading out, man. I didn't mean to kind of step on you on your way out the door there, brother.
Yeah, and when Bedell was saying that, it makes me think, it's just sometimes to travel the furthest, you just have to take bigger steps. So,
Yep.
taking
Amen.
risk in life, taking risk is very, very important to success. It's almost like an accelerator. So you can do it in those small steps, almost like dollar cost averaging. You can do it that way. But if you start your own business, that's a bigger step. That's a bigger risk. However, the reward is much bigger as well, right?
Amen. to
So when you said that, Bedell, that's the kind of like your words connected things in my brain that made me think about like just bigger life stuff that people should hear, but it just got my brain to go in there.
Well,
Do you want to
Billy,
bet
I'm kinda like
$100?
you.
Do you want to bet 10,000, or do you want to bet the family farm? What are you willing to lose?
Yes.
Because what you're
Well,
willing to
Billy, I'm
lose
kinda like
could
you.
be
I
how
do-
much you're willing to gain.
Yep.
And guys, there's this whole logical process for decision making, and it is beautiful. Created Harvard, and I learned it. I don't know, 25 years ago, something like that. The book is the Tinker's Toolkit. That's the book. If you buy that book, you will learn. You will learn this. It's pretty interesting because big life decisions, if you use it, almost like it comes just like a Fibonacci, basically, but you pair rank them. So let's say big life decisions, right? So what's a big life decision? And of course, you don't want to use human emotion. Don't say get married. That's a big life decision, but like whether you should, that's it. That's the book. Buy that book. You will understand where, like, even at work, at business, if you have to spend $500,000 to buy a piece of equipment, well, you can do a payback analysis, of course. but you can also use this T chart that will help you pair rank and properly weight your outcome. This book taught me so much about like making big decisions, and just slow down and pair rank them. So you know, like for instance, if your big decision was, should I buy this piece of land right now, this lot for $30,000? Should I take that money out of my account, or should I go out and get a bank loan? You know, and you put that on a decision tree, and you do your pros and your cons, and then you weight those with little check marks, and you eliminate some of those all the way down to the last one by the check marks, pair ranking one against the other, one against the other, one against the other, all the way down. So, and for me to illustrate that, I'd probably have to have a whiteboard and do a much better job of it. But I'm just summarizing in general.
I got a whiteboard. It's brand new. Let's go.
Yeah. Tonight's not the night. I got to get going, boys.
It's only like a 6x12 or 8x12. It's probably not even big enough, so it's okay.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me on. Thought I'd come and chill with you guys, and we don't always have.
Thanks for that book idea. I'm gonna have to order that now. Just
yeah, I did put the link into the live chat just so everybody knows. Make it easy for you. And hold on, let me just get that out of there so we bring you back up. I appreciate you being here, Billy. You're welcome anytime, man. Anytime. Yeah. And that link I sent you is always the link to come back.
Oh, okay.
Because we're doing the reusable studio in StreamYard.
Yeah.
So,
like I was trying to say earlier, but I might have been muted. I'm kind of like you. That's why I come join this stream to keep building this community, even though I don't know as much. But I ask the questions other people might be trying to ask. So,
hey, Shuby, none of us are experts. We're still learning, you know, too. So, and we all came in at different times, but we all went through the same process, you know. So, I
probably started it out back when you did, but then I jumped back out of it and kind of moved on because situational stuff, you know.
Yeah, of course. So, life, man. Yeah.
Life. Yep.
So here you are back again, Shuby, joining the ranks.
I'm trying to get there, but you know, I don't spend as much time learning about it as I should, but I like to drink and I love Friday nights.
Everybody at their own pace, brother. Everybody at their own pace. It's that simple. And yeah, a drink doesn't hurt. No, just saying.
That's right.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Sorry, everybody else. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you, brother.
Cheers.
I'm out.
All right.
All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you.
All right, Billy.
Bye, Billy. Thanks again. Appreciate you being here, man.
Kept you like 10 minutes longer than you wanted to be.
I know, right? Kept dragging the poor guy. Kept keeping him here. Feel bad. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
That's why I told my wife one beer. You guys will probably do the same shit to me. And it'll be a 6-pack.
Well, you know, I'm empty. I gotta go get me some more. So you guys take care of business while I go do that. I'll be right back.
All right. So how's the New Year's there, Mel? Because I did hear a little bit, but I missed some of it running back and forth. I was doing a couple things.
Dude, New Year's for me was a fucking joke. I was passed out by 7 o'clock. She was passed out by 7:30. She had a phone call at midnight that woke her up. And then because she was tossing and turning in the bed, it woke me up at 12:01. And then at 12:03, she's like, Happy New Year's. I'm like, what fucking time is it? And she's like, it's 12:03. And I'm like, all right, babe, Happy New Year's. Gave her a kiss, rolled back over, tried to go back to bed. All the fucking neighbors are lighting off fireworks, which is abnormal but normal because fireworks in my state are completely illegal.
They're illegal in most states. They just don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, they are 100% illegal in my state. Unless if it's a sparkler or something that does not launch, then it might be legal, but you're still pushing that gray area. Like, this state fucking sucks for fireworks. But no, there were so many mortars going off near my house, the house was shaking. And I'm like, I can't go back to bed. Good thing I got the day off tomorrow. So then I was up till about 3 a.m., ate a fucking gummy, started drinking beer. By like noon, yeah, I was passed back out because I was laying on the couch drunk as fuck. By like 9 a.m., maybe 7 or 8. I don't know what time it was, but
Yeah, I was up till about.
I ate a gummy at 3 a.m. because I was up at midnight. By 6 a.m., I was doing fucking shots and drinking beer. And then by 3 p.m., I finally woke up and I'm like, oh boy, I need a shot and a gummy just to. So then by like 6 or 7, I was still doing more shots, more beer, more gummies.
I forgot.
Just to go back to sleep so I could go to work yesterday. So yeah, it was an adventure, but not the adventure that I kind of wanted.
Well, we went to Nashville, and we got to the bar and then found out about 7 o'clock they started charging covers for every bar. So if you decided to leave and go do anything else, you had to pay $40 cover to get back into a bar per person. And there was 3 of us.
Oh.
So we got there about 6 o'clock, I guess it was, to this bar and found out an hour and a half later, whatever it was, they're charging cover. So we never left the bar. We just hung out at a place called Valentine's and just drank and had a great time, watched everything else on TV that was going on with all the idiots in Nashville, and me, my daughter, and my wife, and just hung out in there. You know, I had to be careful. I had to tell the security guard every time I walked outside to smoke a cigarette, hey, look, I'm going to smoke. Go out that door, don't move, stay right there where I can see you, and I'll let you back in that door. I'm like, fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, it gets kind of obnoxious, like when you have to do that kind of shit just because you're going to go have a cigarette. But
I understand. I mean,
from their perspective, they're the security guard. They're making sure you're not grabbing anything and bringing it else in, which is understandable. So it's like, fine, all right, we're both at peace. I'm just going to stand here, smoke my cigarette, go back in. Fine, you know.
Yep. So I didn't get as drunk as I probably could have. I could have had my wife and my daughter there, and they started doing a couple of shots here and there. No gummies, but, you know. They started doing a couple of shots
for the entire fucking day, unfortunately. But it's not that it was planned; it was just
what happened.
But we had a great time. We stayed down there till about a little after 2, and then walked back to the hotel, which was, I don't know, maybe at most a quarter of a mile. So we walked back there, had one more beer, went to bed, got in bed about 2:45, and nobody wanted to get up by checkout by 11, but we managed.
So if anybody wants to give me shit by being passed out by 7 o'clock on New Year's Day on the 31st,
well,
so I got to work at 3. I had 6 beers by 4 o'clock, and then the old lady dragged me out because she wanted to go gamble. And I said, well, you're going to pay for this. And she's like, that's fine. I can take it. Yeah, an hour later after we got to the bar, she's like, yeah, well, he's already had 9 beers and 3 shots. And she's like, what? It's like, it's a good friend of ours. And she's like, yep. And he's not that drunk yet, but give it 10 minutes, he's going to be pretty good. So that's why I was passed out by 7.
I haven't made me a special hat to go down for downtown Nashville.
Oh, where's my special hat at? Slacker? Oh, I gotta show that.
Slacker. Nice. All right, I'm just going around tallying up the votes because we got votes everywhere, and I just got the last of it right now because I was again able to put votes polls on everything, Facebook this time even. So Facebook, 2 on YouTube, X, Patreon, you name it. You guys want to guess what the winner is tonight? Wait, I'll bring it back. That's what I'll bring it back up so you guys can.
I want to say ADA Cardano, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be Gala or XLM.
Wow. What about you, Shuby? What are you thinking?
Wait, I was going to read Joe's comment real quick. No, that was really TV because I wasn't on it.
Oh, dumb.
It was a mirror. Okay, there you go. And
I don't
Mike
know
is
if
saying,
YouTube is
Give me 1 second,
deceiving
I'll
me.
be right
But I'm
back.
seeing 19 votes, and it looks like
Well-
a lot of them are for 88. But it also says 2 hours ago. So
yeah. Oh, I forgot to do the end poll. Sorry. Let me hold on. All right, there we go. I just ended the poll. So that way there's no additional votes or whatever. But you can see I just ended it. It's like 73% in the poll coming in here tonight was ADA, but there was hold on, let me okay, there we go.
I was just gonna do that.
But and Mike, I put Mike's comment up here because Bedell, you and Mike are correct. ADA by a landslide tonight was the winner. So ADA Cardano.
It's
Why a
nice that
landslide?
your granddaughter picked such a good
Well, I tried to give her some good options, so no matter
spread.
what, no matter what she picked, she would be okay. But and she had question, I answered the question, and then she just made her decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it wasn't anything scientific. You know, it was more like, oh, I like the sound of that. You know, kind of thing.
How old's the granddaughter, if you don't mind me asking?
I do not mind you asking. 13.
Because so she may have a little bit of knowledge, but she may also just be looking at, ooh,
Yeah,
this has
exactly.
a better picture. I don't care. This has better color.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And
my 11-year-old, who's almost 12, I'm gonna say, okay, fine. They're within a year and a half, maybe 2 years of each other, and she's kind of that way. She's like, ooh, it's bright and shiny. Or
exactly.
if it glitter, like, ooh. Oh, it's just one color? What is that?
Yep. I hear you. And that's pretty much that. Hang on one second. Let me close this because I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm just
And I
closing
don't want
all.
anybody to take that the wrong way. It's not kids are idiots. It's just
No, but that's
people
how.
like shiny objects. It doesn't matter what your fucking age is. People just like
I
shiny
was going to
objects.
say, I mean, please, everybody, adults are like, ooh, shiny object. Yes. Ooh, squirrel. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Whatever. It's just the way it is.
You put an ounce of silver and an ounce of gold in front of an adult, you change their color and they're just as shiny. They don't care what color it is. Whatever's the shiniest, they're going to take it.
You're not wrong, my friend. You're not wrong. Just for the sake of so everybody know. Oh, I gotta log that here. The tie for second place. I'm curious if you can figure out what the tie for second place was. What do you think?
Hold on. Can I pull this back
Oh,
up?
I should hold on. Let me bring it back up. Yep, there you go. Sorry.
Oh,
Two. There were two tied for second place.
I'm gonna guess Link and I'm not sure the Dash, Gala, or XLM. I'm gonna say Link and XLM because those used to be my favorites. I've made some good money off of them, but I ditched them. But I'm gonna guess those two, Link and XLM, for second.
Well, you got one of them right. Wait, we got somebody else chiming in here. Dash and Gala. Okay, listen. Between the two of you, between you and Mike, you got it right. It was a tie between Dash and XLM. I was surprised. I didn't think that Dash was going to make it that high up. Tie between Dash and XLM.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited about doing these polls instead of just asking people to put it in the live chat because I think it gives people a little more time to think. It gives them the complete options in front of them. Well, for the most part. And again, they can do it on any platform. And what I've been doing, so for those who follow my channel, I've been putting up the or what I'm going to start doing this year, the community post with the vote on it on YouTube a couple of days ahead of time, X a couple of days ahead of time, Patreon a couple of days ahead of time, Facebook, I got to wait a little bit, but I'm going to do that at least one day ahead of time. So that way it gives people time to actually come to the vote, and then they can come here on a Friday night and find out what happened, where we ended up.
Now, here's my question on that, because I did vote early, but then I was also given the option to vote when I logged into YouTube on your channel. So is that a double vote or is that not?
Technically, that's a double vote. And I realize that some of that may happen, but you know what? It's whatever. I mean,
I'm just asking a question because I don't know, and
no,
I don't want to vote
because
twice
of the way I got
if
it.
I know that if I log on to like YouTube, 2 days ago, and I see your poll, and I click yes on whatever coin, and then when I come onto YouTube to come on live, it asks me for the poll again. I click, say, the same coin or a different coin.
Right. Yeah. The answer is yes. It's a double vote. And I'm kind of taking people on, their honesty level, and not for nothing. I figure the amount of people who are going to be voting, it probably isn't going to skew things that badly. But I don't know. I'd rather have the more votes and then we decipher it out. I mean, because it happened tonight. ADA Cardano ran away with it. But remember, some of these polls I can only put 4 choices. So like they're gonna rotate. So like ADA won't even be on those 4, the ones with 4 choices next week. Do you see what I mean? So people will have to go the extra effort if they really want to vote for Cardano next week.
Okay, so I got 8 accounts, so I can do that really easily. I got you.
You're making a lot more work for yourself, my friend, I feel.
Yeah.
Oh no, on YouTube it's so easy to switch.
I'm sure I am, especially especially now where I've literally got a poll on every platform, and YouTube has 2. Because YouTube, I put it in the community notes or the community section, and then I put it when people come into the stream. Because I mean,
like I feel that's like the right way to do it. But the problem is I feel like you've got 6 choices, but you can only do 4 as a poll.
And unfortunately,
so if you could eliminate the 6 down to 4, and then just eliminate those 2, and just have that same poll, maybe that'd be the better option.
And then don't take your actual poll in the live stream, like where people can put it in, make them have to vote through the actual app.
I think that would be, because I mean, a lot of people just kind of, and people in the chat, by all means, feel free, chime in. This is a work in progress. It's like anything else. But I kind of feel like, you never know. I mean, there are nights we have 150 people here. How do I really want to force them to go to my community tab? They won't come back. You know what I'm saying? At least if they can vote on their way in, we'll get the vote. Do you see what I'm saying?
But if they only have the choice of 4 out of the 6, then the 2 that are not on there for that night could almost stand no chance of winning ever.
Potentially.
Now, I understand you rotate the 4 that are on there, but
I always bring it up, and I tell people I always bring it up, and I tell people if they want to put in one of the ones that are not there, they can put it in the chat. My concern, like I mentioned last time, is the lack of diversity to the grandchildren that are going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather rotate it and take the extra work on me and have that. You know what I'm saying? Because
so
again,
why not go back to the original and not even put the poll up? Because when I first seen the poll, I didn't remember what you said, and I thought maybe you went down to 4. So my original research, when I started looking at 5:30 my time Central, because we start at 7 Eastern, everybody. But I looked at it, and I looked at those 3 real quick, or 4, and that's where I made my decision.
Yep,
I'm not saying the
that's
other
what
2.
I did too. And then I got on YouTube, and I was like, oh, there's actually 6 options instead of 4. I'm like, oh, well, I already voted. That's fine.
No, but I'm just saying, though, maybe not do the poll and add it to the ones that won't hold 6. Leave those as a live chat option only.
The ones that won't.
So YouTube, I know, only holds 4 because I've seen it.
Yeah, YouTube and X are the two that only give me 4 options. Patreon, I can put 100 options. Facebook, I can put 100 options. But and is it community? No, yes. But the other two, YouTube and X, I can't go past 4.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So the two that you can't, maybe record those manually and let the other ones just be.
Go ahead, Bedell. No worries.
Well, I'm asking. I'm not telling you what to do because I'm not the one recording them and I don't know what detail it takes.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, the ability to put it on the community tab and put it into X, like on my X, I can do that days in advance. So literally people have, I don't know how far in advance I'm going to go. I'm going to go at least a couple of days in advance. So at least for me, yeah, they may only have 4 options, but they also have extra time to vote versus just the live stream. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep. Nope. I got you. I don't know how, because I think this one was live about 8 minutes before you went live is when that poll finally popped up.
Yeah, it won't let me set the poll on the live stream until 10 minutes before.
Okay. I think I seen it at 8 minutes.
Yep. It won't let me do it more than 10 minutes early. But that's why I started putting it in the community tab.
Joe, I was just trying to make it easy on Keith instead of having him,
It's
pen and
not
paper
like
that
we
he could
win.
never read.
It's for the grandkid. Yeah. And that's my point about Joe. That's my point about the idea of the 6, because you know what? They get whatever. It gets diversified for them, and etc. So, are you trading anything good right now there, Joe, or what? You got to be in some good trades right now. Oh man, this guy, busiest man in crypto right there, Trade Intuition. Don't forget, guys, I started telling everybody at the beginning of the stream. I know we had some people jump in after the fact. Starting next week, live streams for me are going to be at 11 a.m. So Joe and I will be doing our Crypto Market Monday this coming Monday and every Monday going forward at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then Joe will be going live at noon on his channel, and we're going to just take everybody and kind of move on over and go see what Joe's got going on over there. Joe says he's still researching right now. Hey, you know what, bud? You got a lot of activity. I was watching your last stream. Lots of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait, wrong one. Researching AI agents, bunch of coins on dexes. Yes, I saw you said you set up a separate Discord channel or whatever it's called, group, whatever, for dexes. Nice. I love it. Trade Intuition's at the bar. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. Rabbit hole leads to another. Yeah, I bet. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. What's he saying? Griffin is strong. Dave Digital gave me that at 23 cents. I don't know, Joe. Is that one of the ones you're going down the rabbit hole on? Yes, Telegram group. Oh, Telegram group. Right. Sorry. I don't know why the hell I just said Discord. Anyway, I got about 80 tabs open. Oh shit, man. I get it. That was me earlier. Okay, so that's one of the ones that what Poyo was just saying. That's one of the ones with others. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure you got tons. There's no shortage of them. No shortage. You know what? Let me just pull that out of here. So it's just me and you there, Shub. I don't know how long he's gonna be.
I was just getting ready to go grab a beer, and I didn't make a cooler tonight, so mine's about a minute to get there and back.
Well, if you gotta go ahead. I can handle it on my own.
I mean, you can leave the eagle in the background. Maybe I could turn on the fan and make it wave.
There you go.
Let's see if I can get it to go here. Because it's got up to 55 degrees in here, so I'm doing better.
Ooh, 55. That's
now. Oh, it's starting to move a little bit.
Yeah,
Not much.
very little. Very little.
Well, maybe I'm in the way. Let's see.
I see it. It's going, but it's a little motion. Little bits of motion.
Grab one more beer. I'm gonna hang out for at least one more. I'm hanging out because that 100-pound tank cost me about $85 to fill.
Brother, like I said, I wasn't even expecting you. I figured with everything being as cold as it is, you weren't even going to be here tonight, except for maybe in the chat. So I appreciate the fact that you're out there freezing for.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Crypto on the
I
rocks,
was there.
baby.
I was there from the beginning. I heard you guys talking about me in the beginning, like I might show up this, that, and the other. I was just keeping it quiet. I wanted to see how things progress without the resident drunk here.
Oh, there you go. 55 plus beer equals 65. Yes, exactly, Mike.
I don't think I've ever finished over 18 in the night. Come on now.
Oh boy, here we go. Story time. Anyway.
Well, no, I'm not Joe's story time. Come on.
Oh shit.
I'll try to wait for Bedell to get back anyway.
That's all right, man. If you got to go. Oh, wait, here he comes. Oh, I'm putting him on. He's taking out. He's going on. Oh. Welcome back. Oh, wait.
Here, I'll shut him off. Get off mute. Shut your mute off. Come on. There you go.
As soon as I was walking down the stairs, all I heard was, I'm waiting for Bedell to get back. And I was like,
okay, now I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, and Pollo saying the only beer he drinks is Bud Light. Did he just leave? Like leave?
No, I removed him off stage.
Oh.
But he didn't walk out. He wanted to make a presence that he was leaving. So
is that what that was?
Hey, Polo, no hard feelings, my friend. That used to be my favorite drink up until that random bullshit. And then I switched from Bud Light to Budweiser, and that's about it.
Yeah, I got you. I was never a Bud Light fan. If I had a Bud or an Anheuser-Busch product, it was usually Bud.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Corona Modelo's. Those are still Anheuser-Busch products. So
yeah,
all those people that wanted to protest the Bud Light because of that one can of the, was it? I want to say transgender person. I don't know if that's the correct term. But
yes. Mulvaney or whatever.
But if people want to stop drinking Bud Light and go to Corona or Modelo, it's still all the same fucking company.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Mike is saying right here. Same. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, they're different companies, but they're really not. It's all Anheuser-Busch. Not random. I know. Yeah, exactly. What did he say? Puerto Rico Medela. There you go. I'm well, I usually get the banquet. Take the Coors banquet, But
that's not that bad. I mean, Coors Light, I'm not a big fan of. Busch Light, I'm not a big fan of. But like Coors Light banquet, that's not too bad.
Yeah, the banquet's good. My brothers love. Help me. What the hell is it? Mick Ultra. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I can piss stronger than Mick Ultra. Just saying. Oops, sorry.
Why don't you down here?
Because they're for a new dinner table.
What?
We got a new dinner table.
Yay.
Hi.
Come over here just a few more inches and say hi.
How you doing?
You see yourself? See, now you can hear them.
How you doing, sweetie? Oh, a balloon. Sweet.
Daddy,
You want me to blow up a balloon for you on live stream? Jeez.
Go ahead, do it.
These kids, man, and this pressure.
Do it. And there you go. The flag in the background to boot. Look at that. There you go. Perfect. Oh, your dad's doing a great job. There it is.
You need an air compressor for that thing.
Blow that puppy up.
Hey, I'm not even gonna say anything.
Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Come on. See, you come to Crypto on the Rocks. This is what you get. Now we got to get the heat.
Crypto on the Rocks. We're still on crypto after hours. Or no, it is crap.
Yeah, no,
crypto. My bad.
yeah.
And I was after hours crypto.
At least buy one of these, and you can fill it up.
Oh, there you go.
No, just wait. That one don't work.
No, he needs the helium tank.
If you don't believe me, I get it. No hand, it's tied.
It
may not be that big, but
there it is. It's done. He did it.
One of these.
It's still balloon. Hey, little girl, where'd you go? You want your balloon?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Can you believe I need another one already? Jesus.
That's because Rain keeps saying cheers.
I know.
I didn't get a chance to show these.
Rain also said Rolling Rock. I don't mind Rolling Rock, truth be told. I don't mind Rolling Rock.
I do. Them things are heavy.
Can I show these off? Can I get like 30 seconds?
No, I don't want to see.
A really good person sent these to me.
Nice.
And when you flip it over, oh, look at that.
Oh,
nice. Can I meet them?
And then I got two of these. I can only show one because it's easy, but it's coin hole.
I really like that. That is awesome.
And I really like it because, like, if you look at the edges, it looks like it's textured, but it's really not.
It does look textured.
Because of the black and the white. Yeah, I mean, it could use maybe a little bit of sanding, but it's pretty fucking good.
But it looks great.
It's meant for the kids. So an adult critiquing a kid's toy, it's fucking whatever. But I'm gonna have to give my kids a bunch of like fucking quarters tomorrow. And then show them how to play this game, and I'm just sit there and watch them for hours, just trying to throw coins.
I got a couple quarters for you.
You didn't ship the quarters with it? Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know where you got them from.
Oh, sorry. Don't want to out it. I do like that opener though. I'll tell you what. It looks nice.
It kind of looks like the same one I got, except for no engraving.
It does a little bit. Whoops, what the hell just happened? There we go.
Hey, the only thing I can say about that opener, if it's the same one I got, you got to deburr the sharp edges. Like inside those openers, it's so sharp, and you got to deburr them so they're not so sharp.
Call China; they got to deburr them.
Call China.
Well,
oh boy!
I work at a CNC aluminum manufacturer, so I have all the tools to do it. I'm just saying, if I'd never worked at this job, I'd probably would have never guessed, okay, fine, it's a little sharp. Fuck it, whatever. It's not meant for kids.
Well, what about a pallet coaster?
I've got some of those. Not 3D printed, though.
I don't have a 3D printer. That ain't 3D printed.
Well,
that's not 3D printed?
Burned.
Laser engraved.
Well, okay, yeah, laser. Well, I'm sorry. Yes.
That's where, like, you get the black and the white differences is because the one side is burned and the other side's not.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's got different layers of the laser burns, what it makes it look like wood. I can't show that side, though, because it's got my business logo just playing around on it, but that's like
to me, it still looks cool as fuck, though.
Yeah, it does.
I got all kinds of shit.
I gotta ask.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it's a drinking
I'm not sure. I assume we're not going into after hours crypto, but are we gonna talk about some of the fucking news politics in the last week? Because normally that's what we used to do.
Yeah, we could touch on it, whatever you want.
So I wasn't quite sure if we were gonna.
At this point, I got no issue. As long as the only thing I say is we got to watch it a little bit, so I don't. The point is to help my hours, not kill my hours. But yes, let's talk. What did you want to? What part of the cluster crap we've had over the last few days would you like to talk about?
I mean, I don't know, that whole
The truck
person in New Orleans running people over. The whole, I'm going to rent a Cybertruck from Toro and I'm going to be a Green Beret and I'm going to off myself with a bomb in the truck. I'm sorry if that's too much. I'm assuming
not.
I'm assuming BOMB is too much.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know.
So I shouldn't have said that, but off myself with fireworks in the truck.
Well, that's what they originally reported, as I recall, wasn't it?
And a gas can and some other stuff.
Well, yeah, he had a bunch of different stuff, but he also had a bunch of FIRE arms in there also.
Yep. Pew-pews.
But I watched the video, and unless if they edited all that out, I don't see any blast where he pulled it on himself.
Okay, so I just got one question about the Cybertruck. Because I know that the regular Tesla can come pick you up. So you can have that vehicle wherever it's at, you hit a button and it'll come to your location and come grab you.
Yeah.
So what's the technology in that Cybertruck? Is it the same thing to where you can say, hey, and you put just something that identifies you at that spot?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm just asking because I don't know the question. I mean the answer. I know the question. I don't know the answer.
So you're talking about one of the Tesla cars, if not all of them, and the Tesla Cybertruck has the same technology and the same cameras.
I was going to say it must have, because there was something I read about Elon saying he's going to try and access the cameras or something like that.
Well, see, what I read a little bit ago before I got off of work is that Elon Musk came out and said that he's going to release all the security footage from every charging station that this guy was at and all the details about the truck and how he unlocked the truck for the feds to get in there even after the explosion and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, that's not freedom. Like, this guy has access to everything that this guy did before he did what he did. Okay, yes, I get it. It's a bad thing, but
if you go back to
one guy to say, you know what, that's fine, I'll release it. I'll give it to the news agencies after the government, and then I'll release it to the public.
Okay, but like, one of your first statements, how does he unlock a truck that's exploded and the battery is probably no good and there's no way to even do it?
Well, I would assume what is being referred to is whatever information was stored on their servers with regard to that truck.
Okay, that's the unlock. Okay. I'm thinking about actually entering the vehicle.
Yeah, again, I don't know. I don't trust anything they're going to put out with any information they're going to put out at this point. And yes, he did not say it was boom proof, Chuck. And yes.
I would assume that those lithium ion batteries that they have in that truck with what looked to be a decent sized explosion in the back end should have set those batteries off, which should have made a bigger boom.
You would think. And Chuck brings up
there must have been some kind of liner or preventative or something in place to prevent that.
Yep.
Half the time, these trucks can't even enter like 18 inches of water without fucking short circuiting. So it's like all these trucks are new, and they're actually very new. Like a lot of these trucks, these Cybertrucks, okay, yeah, they can go up to X amount of water, but they're their real life conditions. Okay, what if it's raining out and like a lot of these trucks have car wash mode, and a lot of these owners don't know that has a car wash mode. When you go to take it a car wash and you don't put it in car wash mode, guess what? It short circuits.
Interesting.
So
I didn't know that.
To my
Not that I own
question.
one,
So
but
fucking stupid because these trucks are so smart, but they can't understand the fact that they're inside of a car wash, or that the owners can't understand how to put it into car wash mode. And it's like,
if you own it, you should know how to use it. If you own it, you should know how to use it. But I'm
going back to my original question, where what if he was not alive when that vehicle was pulled up there because of the key or whatever positioned in a certain spot, and that car was delivering the vehicle back home to its spot?
Yeah, home. Yes, I get your question. I don't think we'll ever know the answer.
No. I'm not saying to answer it. I'm just
no. I'm saying I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think anybody's gonna. Well, anybody like us.
I think Shuby's putting that question out more for less directly for the future, because say I have my AI car drive me to the bar and I don't want to pay for parking, I tell it to return home. And I set home as a different at a different coordinates.
Yeah,
and I pack it or whatever. And then by the time it gets home, I make a phone call and whatever happens, happens. I mean,
but they showed that vehicle actually drive
AI though also.
They showed that vehicle drive through, go out, and then come back later. So was there a set point that he wasn't driving that vehicle and said that this is where I want you to return? So it's a throw out there that, what might be to come, because this guy just had a kid. He was active Green Bay and all of this stuff going on. So, I mean, there was so much technically in his favor. And then all of a sudden now he's a part of this other group.
I was just going to highlight that. I just wanted to proofread it first.
That's all right.
But I don't know. I mean, Tesla, from what I saw earlier, is Elon Musk came out and said how he unlocked the truck for the government to get in the doors, and how he unlocked this and unlocked that so they can get everything that they can. And I'm like, there's no fucking doors on that thing at this point. There's no fucking roof almost at that point. Like, oh, you're gonna unlock the car for them to get it? Like, where's your security in that? If you have a car and you have an accident, and that car manufacturer comes out and says, okay, well, here's all of our cameras that says that you did it or you didn't. Like, is that good or bad?
So his last one, there's a word that was wrong, and I understand what he's saying, and that's where my question's coming from.
Yeah,
so I know
all great questions.
I'm just throwing it out there because no matter, even if we all know what happened or we think what happened, it just they tell you what they want you to hear, and then everybody's going to have to stick with it, because no matter how many people say it's wrong, and I can't say other stuff that I believe because now I'm a conspiracy theorist.
I'm going to put it as lightly as I can right here, right now. He supposedly did himself in with the only caliber handgun in the truck was a DE 50 cal. But you watch that video, you don't see no flash. Now, I don't know if you've ever held one of them guns or fired one of them guns. They make a pretty big boom.
That was my point.
So there's no flash from the cab before anything. So that whole
that was my point for the auto driving vehicle. The auto driving vehicle, he could have been not alive by the minute that thing pulled up.
Perhaps.
I'm just curious if the body was even in the vehicle at the time.
That part, I mean, there's people around enough and they pulled something out. I mean, obviously they're not going to show the video, so I'm just thinking because that truck pulled through the parking lot to give it a point of origin. So it was already there. And maybe that was
but there's video of that truck already driving through that place in the first, like driving into that spot and then exiting and then coming back later.
That's my point. It drove there already, so they set that point of origin, and that person wasn't driving the vehicle. Somebody else was. Then, when that vehicle returned, his body was in the driver's seat with a gun on the floorboard, and it blew up. That's my point of all that. Maybe I didn't get it across earlier, but that's what I'm talking about. Same exact thing, just, did you eat a gummy?
No,
I just
I didn't. Why did it? Does it look like I did?
I'm just thinking maybe I'm not explaining myself because I've had a couple beers, But that was my point of the whole thing
too,
but that was my point of the whole conversation is he could not have even been alive because same thing when I said earlier when he said he spelled a word wrong because they're not showing it on any video because he wasn't alive when he got there. And that's why the self-driving vehicle could have brought him there, already passed away 10 minutes earlier from Circle K down the street or Wawa or wherever you guys got in your states, whatever it is.
Yep.
Or the back alley behind the hotel.
Well, I'm just going off like the news that I heard from last night and maybe this morning of shit I watched is the guy's a dedicated Green Beret, multiple firearms, multiple ammunition in the vehicle. He offs himself with a fucking DE 50 cal seconds before the explosion. I'm like, okay, well, I'm watching the video and I'm like, if he offed himself with a fucking 50 cal DE in the driver's seat, where's the flash? Like, where is the bullet exiting out the fucking roof?
Well, Joe, to watch this, it's on the rocks. You're supposed to be drinking, and if you're not, sorry.
No, I love Joe's point though. It is kind of funny. I have no doubt. You know what I'm saying? And yes. See, exactly.
I told you the resident drunk should have just stayed inside and not come out and.
Shit.
Well, we can talk about something else. What do you guys want to talk about?
Oh, I had no issue with that. What the one other piece I want to say about the whole New Orleans, whatever thing is, I can't believe that this police superintendent or whatever the hell they call her, the elderly lady that shouldn't be out of her house, didn't know that they had these raisable pylons to block Bourbon Street. So what happened couldn't have happened. It's like, really? That's your job to know. It's legitimately your job. It's like, talk about incompetence. Just saying. Maybe because of my background, that bothers me.
And I feel a lot of this is these government officials or elected officials, whatever you want to fucking call them, are getting paid to do these jobs that they don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Well,
Joe Biden.
But nowadays, because the internet, the interwebs, and social technology, and this, that, and the other, AI, whatever, blah, 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 a lot of these things are coming out forefront, and us citizens are looking at these going, well, why the fuck are we paying these people to do this job when they can't even do it?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I said it. I mean, I'm sorry. To me, that's sheer and utter incompetence. I'd say humble opinion, but I know I'm not necessarily too humble.
I missed that, so I can't speak on it.
But to me, it's also a diversion project because we had the fucking drones. So now we got this shit. Now we're not talking about the fucking drones no more. So what's going on with the drones? And then we got this shit. And as soon as we get off the fucking drones and start talking about this shit, okay, what's going to be next? What's their next diversion project to divert us away from talking about the drones? And I'm not going to say attempted assassination, but why was there a bombing or a bomb in front of the fucking Trump Hotel in fucking Las Vegas? Why was there a guy driving a truck through a crowd in Las Vegas? Like, what's the next diversion to get us off of all this political talk?
I don't know the answer to that, but I'll tell you what, the next 17 days can't go quickly enough, if you ask me.
It's going to be a long 17 days, my friend. I swear it's going to be. I mean, how much of this happened in the last 5 days, and we still have 17 days to go?
That might not be good.
Think about that.
I fly out the 22nd to go to Florida.
There goes the monetization. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Keith. I wasn't trying to.
Elvis found on the beach in Fiji. There you go. There goes the monetization. No, I'm kidding.
Next to Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. P. Diddy will be there in about a year, maybe 6 months.
You actually heard Elvis is a preacher now, right?
No.
They're saying some guy that sings down in some church is a preacher and sounds just like Elvis. And he's about the same age. And he's,
Or I was going to say same age he should be. I mean, he should be in his 70s by now, I would think, right? I mean,
well, somewhere in that area.
80, yeah. I would think.
He's still a good age to be alive.
Oh, I didn't say he wasn't alive. All I'm saying is he's going to be up there. Yeah, exactly. Here comes the conspiracy. These aren't conspiracy. Now it's just like how long before it's an actual actuality is more.
He'd be 90 now. Elvis will be 90.
He'd be 90. Okay, there you go. I mean, I guess that makes sense because I was just a kid when he was. Yeah. I guess so.
Me too. I was 1.
Yeah.
I think it was 76 is when he was supposedly.
It was in the 70s. I don't remember exactly when, but yes, that's why I said I was just a kid. But my grandmother, oh my God, she cried her eyes out when that happened.
I did too.
Cried. I mean,
I was 1 year old. I cried over everything.
Oh man. Yeah, all the tabloids had like the pictures on it and all the stuff, and oh my God, she bought every one of them. That was my grandmother. Oh God bless her. God bless her.
Hey, Chuck Janger, I heard the same thing. It's all because Trump got elected because they were Harris fans, is what I heard. I'm not saying it's true or not. It could be a conspiracy, but they didn't like. None of them liked Trump, and they said if Trump got elected, they were leaving the country. That's all I heard. That's all I know.
I heard something about Ellen DeGeneres was nothing to do with that. She's got stuff that happened with her show, and she was mistreating people, and they canceled her, so she decided to go ahead and leave with that.
I know you can't see that happening.
Ugh. Well, just so you know, Keith, got up to 63 degrees in here.
Woo! Wait, and let's find. I think who was it? Chuck's math. By Chuck's math, that means 63 plus beer equals 73. We're in. And
Elvis Presley was 77 when he passed away, August 16th.
It was 77.
Yeah, 77, August 16th.
Okay, I knew it was in the summer. That I did know. I thought they were leaving because of the Diddy. Yeah, there goes my monetization right there. Yeah, Diddy parties. Oh my God. Made it to the office, has already cleaning up the garbage. There you go. That's right. Exactly. He's got he's doing more than Biden could possibly do. Noodle Brains doesn't know where the hell he's even at. Noodle Brains. Anywho. All right. I need another drink. You people are out drinking me. What the hell?
Well, I don't know if you want us to hold the conversation while you leave, because they might even take your channel down by the time you get back.
Wow. Really? You're gonna burn it all down on me, Shuby? Jeez,
not me.
Oh,
not
I'm
me.
blaming you.
I don't even own a Tesla.
I don't Well, that's probably a good thing. I mean, you're plugging it into the regular grid, so what the hell? But yeah, yes, exactly, Joe. Exactly. All right, I'll be right back. You guys have fun. Just don't burn my whole channel down, okay? I'll be right back. Gotta get another drink.
Oh, you're fine, Keith. No, I was trying to text the old lady on how to turn on the parental controls for my kids' new tablets.
You should say the baby mama, not the old lady.
Okay, the baby mama drama.
Hi, Sarah.
Your father got the kids new tablets, but there's parental controls only limited for the week, but not the weekend.
Hi.
So I asked her, well, what's the fucking password to fucking turn the screen off when I have the kids on the weekends? So
Are you
I'm
sure you don't
waiting.
work in auto parts? Because your F word is like me when I work in auto parts.
Hey, I already said like we should go to after hours at this point, but I'm trying to be nice, but the F-bomb just keeps coming out. And the shit I keep talking about, yeah, it should be behind a paywall, but it is what it is.
I heard
Thank
that
you.
like it. Good.
Oh, thank you for the hearts and elephants and the awesome coin hole.
Hey, no problem. Hope you
Did
enjoy
show
it.
the coin hole.
Hope they enjoy them. You got to get a good table for a bounce on them. If you don't, you just have to toss them.
We'll try.
You know?
Yeah.
I try to.
That was
It's
the whole
like,
plan with like the kids tomorrow to have a game with the coin hole. I was like, we just need to come up with a bunch of quarters, which I know we have, but
you only need $2 worth, 4 for each.
yeah, I know.
Have fun with that. I'll be at work.
I should have given you the other game that's pretty badass. I'm gonna go see if I can find it real quick. Hold on.
I just gave them brownies.
Oh, thank you, babe. Love you. Long time.
Love you a long time.
So this one here is called the penny game.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, Chuck Danger, you got seeds? Hell no, my friend.
like
Where'd
that.
you get them from? Those sound like pretty good.
So the thing opens, and what you do is you roll 1 dice, and you want to fill every one of these up. The 6 will drop the penny through. So you can roll, if you get a first dice you roll, you get a 2, you put a penny in there and it just stays. You roll a 1, you get a penny, it stays. And you can roll as many times as you want. But if you roll one of the same that you've already had loaded, then you got to take them all out and start all over. But all 6s go into the box. So you can roll as many 6s as you want.
Gotcha.
Whoever fills 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, I'm backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 have all 5 pennies that stay wins.
Oh. Well,
So
there you go.
if you can roll 4 dice in a row. If you get a 1, 2, 3, and 4, you got 4. You only got to get a 5.
Gotcha.
And then the 6 just falls into the hole. So you give them about 20 cents worth of pennies or whatever. Dump it out, whatever. But
Nice.
it's a penny game. You do it with dice.
Nice.
And it's kind of the
And,
same thing that you had before, where it's
Yeah, it looks like it's beveled or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
no
The same
glue
as my
at all.
cornhole game. Coin hole game.
There's no glue in any of them, so they're all stuck together. I mean, I have to use a rubber mallet to put them together because the fit is so tight.
Gotcha. Okay, you guys are going back and forth about the grow. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't.
Thanks, Joe.
We're still on live stream and not after hours, so I can't show it. I did before one time. Then you were talking about getting shadow banned, and I felt bad because I was like, "That's probably the problem because the fucking plans."
I don't think it was that, but
So
well, but I listen, guys. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your understanding. Like I said, I'm trying to get to the monetization point, and it's kind of funny because as I went in, you saw I had videos dropping like every day for like the last week and a half, and even at that, my viewer my analytics is just dropping. So like, you know, I get it. It's kind of set my channel up for more live streams. So that's why, you know, and again, I'll tell you what, thank you to everybody that's watching or that watches this after the fact, because I do know for a fact, I've got people who watch Crypto on the Rocks after, like the next day. So I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys doing that. I see it in my analytics. Thank you very much. And
what are you missing? Just hours?
it's just hours, and it's slowly creeping up. But like I need like another 750 hours for the year, which is like literally another maybe, I don't know, 5 hours a day for a month, something like that, whatever that math works out to. I'm obviously butchering that in my head, but you get the point. And that's why I'm still continuing to go live longer here with this, because this, again, I've told you guys, when I look at my analytics and it gives me my top 10, 4 of my top 10 is always Crypto on the Rocks. People love Crypto on the Rocks.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so I mean, I got no issue with staying on and just chatting, and it's great when we got people like Chuck over here who's been in, and Joe who's been in and out of the chat here, and just kind of keeping it moving. And I get it, we get off on some wild topics, I understand, but you know, I appreciate everybody, I just do. And I'm going to try and hit the ground running again with the live streams and the videos on like starting on Monday with Joe. And yeah, matter of fact, I don't know, we were talking about that last week, and I guess we can kind of float it out there so everybody knows, potentially doing a live stream. It's looking like it might be a Monday night for us three here. What are we going to talk about? How's it going to be structured? Any of that baloney? I got nothing. We ain't figured that out yet.
Based on the topics that came up or brought up on Crypto on the Rocks. We're going to talk about them more kind of in depth on Monday night, more sober, more legit, a little bit more factual, and then maybe other things that came up in the last, what was it, 48, 36 hours, somewhere in there.
I don't know about a little more sober if you're talking about me, but
oh, stop. And so
I'll try to at least.
Well, I'll at least try to have. Here, what do you think about that? I'm sorry. Go ahead, but Shuby.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I'll be more sober, but I'll at least try to have more content for the show, because if I get a little bit of notice, it'll give me something to research, do whatever, because I don't mind. But Crypto on the Rocks is, how's your week? How are you doing? What do you see in the market? Where you at? I mean, it's just like it's a free for all.
Yeah, it's meant to be that way. That's the way I want it. Yeah.
But then if we come up with this Monday night show, it's going to be more of us being sober
and
more of us talking about certain things that came off of Friday night, which I'm okay with.
Have you thought about doing a week or two of classes to teach about how to get, I'm guessing that means started in crypto, like what would cost, equipment needed, software, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Kim, to answer your question, I have, and I'm in the process of outlining the video series to do that, but not so much in a live stream. I mean, I think that could be incorporated in what we talk about at some point. And honestly, I was planning on dragging these guys into some of those videos that I just showed you there. But maybe it could be part of what we incorporate. I like what Bedell says, because sometimes we talk, like, for example, earlier tonight where I was talking about Tangent, and yes, I'm still planning on doing a separate video with regard to that. But I mean, if people wanted to go, hey, speaking of Tangent, there you go. You know, people wanted to go and still talk more about that. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's the kind of thing we could definitely bring up. And yes, I agree with you, Kim. It would be good. Questions, answers, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. One iota.
I think she's talking about mining somewhat. That's why she's talking about equipment and software needed.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
Kim, we're just
assume it could
throwing
be
out
more.
ideas. That's all.
Yeah.
I
And
know,
and
but I
getcha.
think I know where her thought process is going. That's why I'm saying that. She's talking about the mining side of things. Like, you can get away with most of the time just a regular computer that has your slot for one graphics card. But I understand where she's going. So
Yeah, she's saying all of it. Yeah, yes. And see that and that's the thing. What Kim is saying, all of it, because okay, when you jump into crypto, you don't just jump into mining. That's not generally where most people start. So and so you need to have a little bit of basic knowledge, because what good is mining if you don't know where to send the crypto when you mine it?
yeah,
You know what I'm
when
saying?
I first started mining way back when, so she actually, I was like, I'm buying this card because I think it'll do well. So she ended up going, well, I'll go ahead and buy a card for you also. So she bought a card. So we had dual cards, and way back then, this is how long ago it's been, we bought GTX 1050s. So, and that's what was mined. And then, it upgraded from there a little bit here and there at a time. You try to take, ROI. And for those that don't know what that is, return on investment, you try to ROI your card and then go to the next one. Because once you get so many, then you ROI a lot quicker to pay off that next card.
Yeah, but you're still a small scale miner, though.
But I'm just, for people getting into it who wants to spend $2,000 or $3,000, when you can buy a motherboard for $150, you can buy a graphics card for, right now on eBay, $100.
See, to me, you just hit the nail on the head. Now, when you got to the point, or we got to the point of, like, okay, well, if you're looking to start mining, then maybe live stream to live stream, week to week, it's putting it together. That's the live stream. You see what I'm saying? Something like that, even.
Yeah, but like
I
a
already
regular.
showed Sparks. I can build some stuff.
I see it.
We've seen you can set shit on fire. Yes.
Hey,
exactly.
no, that was not my fault. Literally, I plugged it in. I said, this thing did not work before. I plugged it in and it worked. And I'm like, all right, let me throw some cards in it. Cards started running. They did the DAG. As soon as they started hashing, it was pop. And I'm like, nope. Pulled the plug, pulled the cards out, and I just had fun with it after that. Because shit over.
Did you ever check the cards in a different setting to make sure they're still good?
They're running right now.
But I didn't hear that, so I'm just checking.
No, I said I pulled them, and I think I said last week. No, I put them in a different rig.
Okay.
Because I said it was what, 33070s, right?
Yes.
Right. I'll pull it up right now and I'll show my screen to prove that they're running.
No, I never heard if they're running, because you said you thought maybe you fried them.
I thought so because I didn't know. Like that big ass spark, I didn't know what was going on. I pulled over the cards and I just
got a short of it. He's got a short of the short that Spark just.
Yes, he has a short of the short. Yes.
Yes. I do have a short of, it's like 42 seconds long, of the triple sparks from that power supply. But no, I will show you my screen right now.
I believe you. I was just, I don't know that I heard the answer.
My browser has blocked your screen?
What?
Yeah, because you got fire.
Would you break?
All right. Do I really need to show the cards are running right now?
I believe you. I just was asking.
You don't need to.
I got 33070s running right now at 89.97 mega hash on Kapow, pulling a total of 510 watts.
You got to pull up McKim's comment on that one, though. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
I mean, if you can't believe that, then I
don't know. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, parental controls would have been nice when I kept just plugging in the power supply when I kept sparking. But
hey, that'd be good entertainment. You probably got at least a bunch more viewers.
I got one subscriber that night.
Well, that was probably Kim. I showed her the video.
Well, maybe no, I did. Somebody else. I don't remember their name, but I could pull it up on my email, but I'd just rather not. But I tried to upload that video as a short because shorts get more views. But then I did it as a premiere, and I think that's what fucked me over is because it was like a live premiere and not a short.
I was gonna say I don't know if you could premiere shorts.
No, you can't. You can only premiere like a live video.
I think this should be an after-hours video that's scheduled. This should be after hours, premiering shorts and doing all, you know.
Okay, not those kind of shorts.
Oh, okay.
I said well over an hour ago. This is like that after hours kind of content you're gonna get here, but
he gets more views here. So let's stay, keep people engaged.
But the problem is, if you watch anybody that goes live, they go live for an hour. Maybe an hour 15, and that's it. We're at 3 hours and 20 minutes right now. So,
and I'm looking, and there's at least 6 people watching from if my YouTube is correct, not including the other channels he's on.
My StreamYard's telling me 17 viewers.
Yeah,
well, I just went to YouTube itself and refreshed it, and it says 6.
Yeah, well, I can tell you from my analytics. I've got 11 on YouTube. I have 8 on X, and I have 2 on Facebook. And thank you everybody for being here.
Fuck yeah, everybody! Thank you.
I'm waiting for him to tell. Oh, Keith was just quick to the.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
I have an idea, but I can't say that because I haven't followed through with my other giveaway. So can't say anything. Because if Melissa or Dave Pierre are listening, like, motherfucker, it's been 2.5 months. Where's our giveaway? I'm like,
I heard it was I think it was DCA Ventures one time said that. He's like, somebody won a giveaway. I sent it to them over a year later, and then they complained because they got it.
There you go.
If I do a giveaway, all y'all know it's showing up. I don't play.
Yeah, I do it. Ow, I keep banging my elbow.
If they ship me their address.
I feel bad for Melissa and Dave P because I did that giveaway on election night. It was last fucking minute. I was drunk as shit. I was not prepared. And I'm still like thinking about it to this day. I'm like, motherfucker, I still need to give these people their shit. I still need to mail it out. So
you got to be a man. Get it out by Monday. Damn it, do it. Get it done.
Yeah, that's right. Do it. That's your New Year's resolution.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, it was good to see Melissa come back in tonight. She was here tonight. It was good to see her.
Keith took me two months to give me his address, but once he did, he had his hat as quick as I could ship it.
So what about Paperclip? You get his address?
No, I got his address, but I told him I was charging him for his because he wanted me to make it. You guys didn't ask for it. There's a difference.
Where's my pen at then?
I
what other hat?
With them, man.
Sorry, Shoe.
Neither of you guys were
giving you a little bit of shit.
Hey, listen. I love
God damn, if you sent me a white and gray hat, I'd be like,
wearing it the other day, baby.
You're wearing that shit.
Oh, now it's got to do with color.
What's this? Anyone else on Vast? I'm 100% rented. 360, 30, 60s, 80s, 90s are killing it. Are you guys
So,
doing anything?
I
with that?
have 5 3070 Ti's that I was looking at turning on to Salad or Vast, but from what I was recommended, you need a VM, so they can't get into your own network, and I don't know how to fucking do that. So,
Bless you.
oof. So I would like to, but I don't know. I mean, I may just turn them on to Dynex and then just stake the Dynex. But at the same time, like, I mean, $4 a day in electricity for me right now, it's kind of hard to swallow.
No pun intended.
Even though I don't swallow, should I just let it all out? But
There's ladies watching.
they like it. They think it's sexy, maybe, or they think it's disgusting. I don't know.
I might even have my aunt watching. Just depends because it took me a while to jump on, so she might not.
I'm
be watching.
sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. I apologize. I will not do it again. I will try my best to not do it again.
You got a mute button. I tried to hit it, but I coughed earlier and forget to hit the mute button. So
that's all right.
I don't have a mute button. It's I gotta move the mouse all the way over to the other side of the screen and pull it down and then click a button. I was like, no, that's way too much work.
There you go. I take it as a challenge.
well, hopefully my aunt's watching. Because
oh my God, Kim. Oh my God.
Hopefully my aunt is watching because that's an inside joke.
Oh, there you go. Not sure if the 70 Ti is renting much.
I mean, it's got to pay better than mining, I feel, from everybody I hear, but I tried to power on the 370 Ti rig on Christmas Eve day on our live stream with me and Shuby, and it still didn't even turn on. So even if it did turn on, is it going to be profitable? According to Chuck, it's not. So the motherfucker can just sit there and do whatever it does. Collect dust for all I care.
Do what it does. That's right. Do what it does.
Collect dust. If it collects enough dust, it might get some bullet holes in it. I don't know.
Just so you know, my aunt is watching, so she just texted me. She won't.
Is she watching? Is she in that good of a mood where she can't comment? She just can't stop laughing because, oh my God, I don't know.
She's not a commenter on here, but she'll text me and tell me what's going on. And she's mad at me because I haven't talked to her lately. I need to call her.
Seriously, man. Come on, Shoob. See,
hey, man, at least you got fucking family that cares about. God damn it, there goes the F-bomb again. At least you got freaking family that cares about you.
Hey, Keith, she's giving you watch hours. She probably thinks you're cute too. So, my wife does.
For an old guy. For an old guy. Oh man,
my aunt is a little bit older than me.
Hey Keith, you got to keep the flannel. They got ditch the t-shirt, and then every so often just unbutton one button,
and
maybe.
See, look at what Kim said. She said, she thinks they're cute.
Yeah. Okay, people. Oh my God.
Hey, it's after hour or not? Wait, it's Crypto on the Rock. Sorry.
Yes.
Vast and Salad need dedicated rigs, lots of uptime to get higher end jobs. Wouldn't bother with Salad. Vast, Chlor AI, both require Ubuntu. Can dig up the install guide if you want. I don't know. Do you want the install guide? He can try to dig it up for you, he said.
Hey, Chuck, I understand that statement/question, and I respect that, dude. Thank you for offering help. But I've also said like before, if I even get those 3070 Ti's running, they're probably going to be on Dynex, which I know is different. Maybe, I don't know, but
Listen, I think that's worthy for to put it on Dynex. I think Dynex is going to be the shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, I was letting you finish because I was like, it's worth it to put it on Dynex, but when it cost me $5 a day in power to get $2, maybe $3 in coins back, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Like, I could just spend that $5 a day just to buy the coin and not mine it. And that's where, like, I'm kind of at with a lot of my rigs is like, I don't mind losing 10 or 15 cents a day on this rig, mining this coin, but if I'm losing $1 here and $1 there, 50 cents here, 50 cents there, I mean, that shit fucking adds up.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So-
It does.
I get it.
I'm just giving Bedell crap again because the F word just doesn't stop.
I mean, I was buying Dynex at 75 cents a coin. And I don't know what's that now, probably sub 30 cents.
Yeah,
Sub 32 cents last I looked.
It was. Hold on,
And I'm
look it
like,
up.
ugh, there goes half my money. But you know what? I'm still holding. I still want to support the project, but
Right.
if it's going to cost me more money out of my project, if it's going to cost me more money out of my pocket to mine it, I might as well just buy the fucking coin. But I feel mining that coin, supporting the algorithm is going to do better than just buying the coin.
Well, and that's my point about I think it's worthy is that you're supporting the project, you're helping it scale, you're helping the project realize its capability with the mining in order to do that. But you're right. I mean, look at this. It's like all the way down here. And it's like 26.5 cents right now.
How would you feel if you bought in at 70 cents plus?
Hey, listen, I'm literally still staking Neo that I bought at near all-time high. I mean, it was like $70 a fucking Neo or something. And today you can buy it for like 12. So, you know, seriously though. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
just so you know, I'm still staking Aeon, so that's beside the point.
Aeon, there you go.
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
still staking Aeon. It may be a dead project, but fuck it. If somebody picks it up one day, we're going to have millions of these motherfucking coins in like 20 years.
Yeah, I wish
taken for so
Yashnik
long.
would get back into it. I like Yashnik. That guy was a good dude. And he was in that poker tournament that you missed because you started drinking too early.
You started drinking too early.
He's in every. Actually, I forgot about that because I had the kids that weekend. And yes, I did start drinking too early.
I messaged you earlier in the day and you said you're going to be in it. And you never showed up.
I had the kids. And I was drinking.
You got the kids right now and you're drinking. Where are you at? Get on a damn poker tournament. Hey, Keith, maybe that's what we should do.
Have a poker tournament?
Yes, because I love them. I'll play poker tournaments all the time.
You have modest core locks in all your rigs to low power. So are all of your rigs, Chuck Danger, on the same algorithm then? So you control them all on the same thing because it's the same algorithm? That's my question, my guess. I don't know. But core locks, modest core
All
locks
on
sounds
Bass, he
like,
said.
but it sounds
All
like
on Bass.
NVIDIA cards.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck, but I feel we need a little bit more information. Because when you say like salad, vast salad, hold on, let me hold two chats ago. Vast and Vast and Sailor really need dedicated rigs and lots of uptime to get higher end jobs. Wouldn't bother with Salad, Vast, or Clay. Both require Ubuntu can dig up the install guide if you
Yeah,
want.
the guide. But it looks like he kind of went a little bit right here. So only AI guys, AI uses less power, which I find interesting. And then he's saying, no, don't mess with Salad. Only recommends Vast and Chlor AI.
But shouldn't you be smart about that and have a VM set up before you do any of that? Because that's my knowledge. But then on top of that, I'm kind of questioning about the Dynex,
virtual
mining Dynex. Like, I feel that's kind of the same, and you probably need a VM also. But
well, I would think you don't need it, but it's probably a good idea to use one to create a virtual machine and
well, yeah, because somebody that hires your computer to do stuff for them, they have access to your network and they have access to all your computers and everything that's connected to your network. That's why you should be smart and have a VM.
You should be using a VPN. You should be using a virtual machine. Wait here, I don't know because I don't use and VPNs or any of that stuff. Just use the Ubuntu instant. Okay, and that's why I said you don't need it. Necessarily, but I think it's a good security precaution to use a virtual machine.
Oh, I love virtual machines.
VPN. Or in the case of Dynex, for example, not Dynex, of Deeper Network, a DPN. Matter of fact, it's kind of funny because I as I was logging on today, I'm like, this is a pain in the ass. I was like, I gotta go get me a DPN because this is just So that's coming. I'll be making videos on all of it. So as it goes.
Can I just take a second and say my neighbors think I'm the asshole? But I'm sitting here listening to fucking fireworks still go off from New Year's. So if my neighbors think I'm the fucking asshole, bring it.
I've heard something like that with Dynex, people being able to sneak in your network. I don't think it's the same with Vast. If it is, well, I haven't gotten hacked yet. Okay. Really, I hadn't heard anything like that.
Well, no, it's not about being hacked or people sneaking into your network. It's more or less, I feel, a lot of these computer whizzes nowadays that are on YouTube, they suggest you set up a VM and then do this and do that to try to protect yourself about somebody sneaking into your network.
Yeah, and which again, it's just
to me, like that's like, why the fuck would I want to do this if I have to do this, and this? Like, okay, I want to set my computer up on Salad or Dynex or Vast AI, and I want to earn $5 a day because I got two 3070s, right? Given it's an example, people. It's an example, not financial advice. But if I want to earn $5 a day off two 3070s, and then all these YouTubers are, oh, well, you need a VM, you need the VM, you need a virtual machine that's going to cost you like $600, and go do this, and go do that, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, why the fuck am I spending $1,000 just to make $2 a day?
And I'm with you, Chuck. I understand. Everybody's got to see that's the thing with a lot of.
That's kind of what I was trying to get to with that talk, Chuck, is VMs are above my pay grade. Doing anything with Ubuntu was quite the accomplishment for me. Blah, blah, blah. If I could talk straight. At the time, I can't even fucking run Hive OS straight. or I have problems. And I'm like, what the fuck is
Oh,
going
Hive
on?
OS
with
is a
this?
pain
Like,
in the
I've
ass.
used this fucking
No,
shit
it's
for
not.
fucking 8 years
I
now.
think so.
It's very
No.
simple. It's actually very simple once you get the hang of it, but trying to get a hold of it in the first place, yeah, it could be a little difficult, but once you get the hang of it and your miner's going, you're like, oh, fuck. All I do is do this and do that, and it fucking does this. Shit,
Well,
no problem.
you just hit the nail. You just hit the nail on the head. Once you get used to it, once you learn a certain way, it makes sense. I get it.
But
I
Adele,
get it.
I got to go backwards just for a second because we're talking about your neighbor's fireworks. Back about 4 months ago, you lit up this Budweiser light toxic coolie cup in your yard, and all the neighbors like got sick because it was toxic.
Are you gonna show it?
No, I don't have the video. The Bud Light.
You
The
you
Bud
gotta
Light.
show it though.
I don't
Come
have
on.
it.
You gotta show it. You gotta pull it up and show it.
No,
I know you took a clip of it.
no,
or
I did not.
something. Come on.
I left it where it was, right where it belonged in history,
Was.
right in
There
history.
you go.
You
Lost.
don't need to see it again.
Lost to history.
Lost in the
Lost
history
it.
books. That's fine.
But anyways, it's Hive OS is not hard. There are a few little navigational skills that just. But what I love about it is because every card reacts different, even if they're all 3070s, all my 1660 supers. You can adjust each one individually with overclockings and everything, and it's not that hard. You go back even to Savage Minds videos that's been 5 years ago, and you can still use the same principle to get to what you need to do.
See, and this is where I feel, take me out of context here or not, I don't give a fuck, but this is where like the true miners are and the true money makers are. I'm not bashing on anybody. You can hate me all you want. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. But all these people that are like, oh, I'm mining on Salad or Vast or Chlor or whatever the fuck there, and I make X amount a day on this coin or on this card. Okay, but your network's insecure, and half the time you get paid out in fucking fiat through a KYC fucking exchange that takes 50%, if not maybe 60% of your fucking taxes. So when you want to brag about making $1 a fucking day, guess what? You're only making $40 cents a day after fucking taxes. And then if you have a business, you're probably paying taxes on top of that. So I'm sorry, it's my little drunk fucking rant. It probably makes no fucking sense, and I'm sorry, guys, but
I understand the big guys.
I'd like for all you people to make fucking money and take it the fuck out, but
you're talking about the big guys. You're not talking about.
But when you start about talking about a business and doing this and doing that and saving money, dude, there ain't no fucking saving money when you have a motherfucking business. There's
Okay,
not.
so I'm trying to remember who the guy. I can picture him. The guy that had the dog. Who's the guy that had dog?
Voscoin?
Yes, Voscoin. So if you look at somebody like Voscoin, and you
He
look
was
at
a
the amount
fucking
that he was,
sellout, just so
well,
you
the
know,
thing, you look at somebody like that, but go back.
in my opinion.
But go back to the beginning. Regardless, he was making so much that he was paying taxes. So you look at somebody like me, and you slowly take your profits, because if you don't go over $600, $599, you don't get a W-2 for any of that. So you take and ship and mine it to your Tangent wallet. You mine it to whatever you want to.
Keith already has a lot to say about this. I can see it in his eyes and his hand gestures. I already got a fucking lot to say about this fucking conversation.
Well, there's a lot of different areas here, and whatever. I got nothing about Voscoin.
I'm not talking about him in particular, but he was a big YouTuber. Is all I'm trying to say. So he was making a lot of crypto. You can even go to DCA.
But he makes crypto look like it's profitable, even when it's not, because he's getting paid to show these products, this miner, that miner, whatever the fuck it is. He's getting paid, and he's like, "Oh, not financial advice, but I'm getting paid." And you don't give a fuck.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the average miner. You got big ones, and you got me. You got you. You got 33070s. I got.
You want to talk about a big miner? I'll get you in touch with Bits Be Trippin'.
I'm not asking about those. I'm just saying in general. The most people.
He's a huge fucking miner, and he will put you in place. Well, I'm not saying that you're right or wrong, but he's a big enough miner that can tell you that Voscoin ain't shit to him.
Well, it wasn't about Voscoin.
I was about to say it's not about Voscoin at the end of the day. Exactly what Shuby is saying. What Shuby is saying is the different levels of miners.
The average miner has about a rig, and I've never had more than 6 cards running at one time. And I would like to think that a lot of the audience is that way, or buying, like Keith tells them, just buy some Bitcoin, or buy not Bitcoin necessarily, buy crypto. Mine a little bit here and there, where your electricity bill's another $20 a month. It's kind of the same thing as investing if you've already got the equipment. If you ask me right now to buy equipment, is asinine. Don't do it. Spend the money into, because by the time you buy your mining rig, by the time you buy your power supply, motherboard, all that shit, you're already $300-400 in if you're buying the cheapest what they got. So go ahead and just spend that money
and buy the crypto. Yeah.
And watch Joe, and maybe he can just put you into a coin a little bit early. You know, even maybe if it's a little bit late. But if you don't invest, like he says, don't invest all your money at one time into it, and like Keith does, and spends $25. But I'm just saying, you watch some of these other people that, mining is the awesome, greatest thing in the world. It is if you were in before and you've already got the stuff, because you are going to get a bull run again.
Or you've got the money to go and invest in the latest miners. And you know what I'm saying?
But you're talking ASICs. You can even take old miners. I remember when my RX 570 and 580 shut off, and I ran them for about a month and a half, 2 months straight, banked. But I'm just one of those people that don't sell because I believe in the future.
And Chuck makes the point. It's all subjective and perspective. You're correct. I mean, I'll just put out mine there. I mean, I was mining. We talked about the rig that I had a buddy of mine put together, mining Bitcoin, whatever. And it cost me more in electricity than I was making in Bitcoin. But now that Bitcoin was, mined at, whatever, 15, 18K. And now it's 100K. So, okay, I spent the money up front, but now I've got how many X? You know what I'm saying? So again, all perspective, all what you're willing to do. Everybody's thing is different. And that's what the point I was literally just trying to make. I talk with some people who, not just miners, but like other influencers, and it's like, oh geez, just drop a couple of grand here, a couple of grand there. Well, not everybody has a couple of grand just sitting around to be dropping on shit. I know.
If you did it in 2018, you'd have been great, but that's hindsight.
It's like
I did a year ago. I made good money, but that was it because I spent the rest on fucking hardware. And now I'm sitting on this hardware that's cost me more to run it than it does on its return on investment.
So if I look right now and I took all of my equipment,
it cost me $4.50 a day. I'm gonna get back $3 a day in Bitcoin.
But if I sold all of my equipment,
I might as well just buy $3 in Bitcoin every day.
You could just buy $3. Yep.
But if I sold all of my equipment, invested it in crypto, honestly, I would make more than if I mined with it.
in the long term if you hodled, absolutely.
Yes.
And that's basically, Poyo saying the same thing right here. I'd be better to just buy the coin. Yeah, and I agree. Guys, I would like to have a because we're getting on a little bit here, but I would like to have a conversation with you guys so we can maybe iron out a little bit more about Mondays. So if you guys are not object about it, I'd like to kind of try and wrap the stream up here at this point. Do you guys have anything you want to throw out to everybody before we kind of do any wrapping of the stream?
Yes, I do.
Go
Happy
ahead.
New Year's, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Had a great time. After this stream ends, because this beer's almost empty, I'm going to have to leave, and then I'll come back and try to do a meeting.
Okay. Bedell. Shoot. Wait, that way. Shoot.
I can kind of go with the same thing. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody had the best time for this year that they could have. It may not be the best that you wanted, but as long as it's the best that you can provide, that's all it's all about.
There you go. Amen to that. Yeah, same. A happy New Year, everybody. I appreciate everybody that's been here. I hope you had the greatest of holidays. And again, just to remind you, every Friday, 7 p.m. here, watch for the DCA portfolio to go out. Make sure you're voting on that stuff. I really appreciate that support. Don't forget, Joe and I don't know if he's still kicking around in the chat. Joe and I, every Monday, 11 a.m. now, starting Monday, 11 a.m. And then we'll be going right to Joe's channel after that. And then every live stream, with the exception of Matrix Money Podcast, will be 11 a.m. Eastern time. All right, we're going to head out. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Thanks everybody for being here. And hey, have a good weekend. Take care.
My wife said goodbye. Cheers. You better say
Oh,
something.
I missed that. Oh, wait, let's bring that up before I end it. Thank you, Kim. Cheers.
Cheers, Kim.
I didn't see the thank you, Shuby. Yeah, I would have felt bad. Thank you. All right, take care, everybody.